Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sports Talk with the Guys. I'm one of your hosts, Almighty, along with Big Dog and Liz, also known as North Cal Girl. So, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell if you haven't already. And if you haven't, shame on you. So, so we'll start here with the weather here in the Midwest, where it is 38 degrees in April. It tried to snow on us yesterday, and we thought we were out of the woods. February was a nice month for us, so it looks like April and February have switched places. So we don't know when spring is going to get here. So what is the weather like where you're at? Whoever's left, North Cowgirl. Is anybody left? Big Dog. No one is left. Where did everybody go? I'm all by myself. So we shall continue. We shall move on to. I don't know what we're going to move on to.
Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure if I can be heard. If someone can make a comment, if they can hear me okay, would appreciate it. I'm hoping NorCal Girl and Almighty will be back soon. I'm not sure what happened. I'm having technical difficulties. They seem to be having technical difficulties. So I apologize for everyone that's having problems. We will be back as a group as soon as possible. But to continue on Almighty's side, when he was giving us the weather, I'm here, of course, in the Inland Empire in Riverside, where it is for us a chilly 40 degrees. I know that is summertime weather for the East Coaster and Midwest people, but for us, it's cold. Uh, as I said, 40 degrees, looking for a high of 65. It will be clear all day long and sunny, and nothing forecasted for the rest of the week. Um, so we will be continuing as soon as we can. Today is the 6th. Uh, I'm going to do a scorekeeper. Uh, okay, it looks like we have one person trying. NorCal girl, how you doing?
I'm fine. I was on with you and I had to pull out because I couldn't hear a thing and I thought maybe it was my audio, but I have
Yeah,
no
I'm having
idea.
trouble again with my audio. Once again, nothing's in my headpiece. Everything seems to be going through my uh, iPad. Almighty, how you doing, buddy?
I'm hanging in there. I, I could not. Everything was working fine, then my monitor went dead on my computer. So I
Yeah,
had all
I
these
don't know what
articles.
is it these past few weeks with Streamyard. Um,
I
as
had
I
all the articles lined up to go, and then now I'm on my cell phone to have jack shit. I mean jack crap. So I mean I don't know. I mean I know basically what I was gonna. We were probably going to talk about or what you were going to bring up, but with this cell phone, I can't do much of anything.
well, if you can continue, I'm gonna try and get my audio going once again. I know you
Okay,
guys can
just as
hear
long
me,
as I
but
know it was you, not me.
I'm sorry.
I said, just as long as I know it was you again and not me. That's why I ducked out and came back in.
Well, you
He's
were
always having
having
trouble with his
you
audio.
were saying you couldn't hear us, but Almighty and myself could hear each other. So it was
Oh,
Yeah.
you.
oh man, it might have been my audio. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm here now to pick on you, so there.
Well, tell the
All
cows
right.
to pedal a little faster or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's the chicken on the treadmill. I need to, spread more corn or
Yeah,
something.
that could be it. That could be it.
Good morning, Aisha. How are you today? I hope
Yep.
all is as well as it can be.
Yep.
But if you can take the helm, I will be back right now. I can probably hear you, but I'm going to try and get my audio going the correct way.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you can still see me.
Nope, we can't see you. So, where did I leave off before I got kicked out of here?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything. This is like the second I popped in, it was like the beginning of the
Oh,
show.
okay. Well,
Didn't hear a thing.
well,
But we probably should do. Go ahead.
well, let's get the weather out of the way.
That's what I was going to
So,
say. Stop reading my mind.
well, so here in the Midwest. My gosh, what the heck? Everybody's getting beat
Okay,
off.
for a
So,
minute there, you were like double echoing, but now you're not.
well, I echo when I'm getting echo from Big Dog. His audio is coming through. So
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, we'll
anyway,
fuddle through. Go ahead.
the weather here is 38, and we had some flurries yesterday. So spring
The
is
weather here is 40, and we're freaking cold as hell.
yeah. So
Oh,
spring
you
is
poor babies. The weather here is 40 and it's a 92% chance of rain. So, wah.
everybody's got a wham
Wah,
wham going on.
wah, wah. I'm back
Yep.
at work.
Well, I mean,
I can hear
I'm
you
just
now.
saying. Well, we can hear
Oh
you
yeah,
too.
I mean, well, I was saying it's 40 degrees, which is probably summer weather for Almighty, is what I was saying. You can
What
go
was
Yeah,
out
that?
there.
church weather.
Well, that does his Daisy
Well,
Dukes
yeah,
weather.
but
So
it's April. It's supposed to be kind of warming up, and it's not doing that. It's like spring
yeah,
is like struggling to
That's
get
because
here.
Mother Nature hasn't taken her pills yet.
Well,
Mother Nature decided not to give up winter, and Poxitani Phil was really wrong this time.
uh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but but it seems like it's chilly out there in the south California there with you,
Yeah.
Big
So
Dog.
yeah, well, it's been cool the last couple of days. It was weird. We were in the 60s, and then it went up to like 77, 78 for 2 days, and then immediately dropped down to 62 again.
Jeez.
And then yesterday was like 50, I think 55. So I don't
You
Okay.
know.
think that's weird? You think that's weird? My daughter wound up giving me and herself and her girlfriend a cold.
Oh,
Because the weather has been it.
I saw that you were really happy about that.
Not happy, not happy. I couldn't talk. I woke up sounding like a frog, and I'm going, okay, no, no, I've got to get over this. I have to be on air like in 3 days. No, but no, it's
Oh,
because of the weather we've had here. It was like 78, 79. I had the windows and doors open, nice, beautiful spring day. The next day, it was down to 42 in the daytime. It's
Yeah.
like, no, no, make up your mind.
It is what it is.
well, I mean, at least you were having ice cold milk. When you milk the cows, you don't have to worry about it being warm.
Where do you think the ice cream comes from?
There's a joke there, but never mind.
Yeah, let's keep it clean, guys.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that.
So,
So
how has your week been otherwise?
Who's?
fine.
Either way, doesn't matter.
All right.
Ladies
Well, mine.
first. You can speak.
My. Okay.
You
I'm.
can speak first. Whoever wants to speak.
You go ahead, North Cow.
It's for the most part been pretty decent. Let's see. Other than the cold, that was the biggest news. Yeah, that was about it. And I wasn't happy about that. So,
Cool. Well, is
Well,
it? But has it run its course?
it's still giving me a little bit of nasal congestion, and because I have asthma, my lungs, and some other stuff that's happened over the years, things like to settle like in my upper lungs and don't leave me alone for a while. But other than that, I'm okay. Don't ask me to sing an aria of anything. We're good.
no, I'm not going to ask you to say. I was going to say don't swallow so hard, but never mind. All
I
right.
can't
Well,
type or diddly squat today.
last week,
I was
Almighty, I was actually hoping Tony will be here. Maybe he'll be here later. But you are here, and you are also the football guru. So there was rule changes, as we all know.
those.
Yes, I need you to explain because the intelligence of myself, NorCal Girl, and Gig were not enough to figure out what the hell this last rule was. So hopefully you can explain it since you're more football than we are. So as we all
I will.
know, there was the swivel hip drop technique that's been banned. The kickoff, they look stupid. But this is, and also you get a third challenge if one of them's successful. That's fine. We understood all those ones, but this is the one we didn't understand. So I'm going to read it
I hope you're going to
exactly as
read it.
it's printed. Yep, I'm going to read it
Yep.
exactly as it's printed. Okay. If there is a double foul during a down in which there is a change or changes of possession, including if one of the fouls is on a post possession foul by a team during a scrimmage kick, the team last gaining possession will keep the ball after enforcement for its foul, provided it did not foul before the last gaining possession.
What did you just say?
Yeah.
We've been
good.
trying to figure this out for a week, man.
Well, I did not. I mean, I did not see that part. And if I'm sorry. I would have to get off a line and probably spend a week like you did trying to parse through that time, get through it because it sounds like a bunch of hooey.
That's what we thought too. We thought the exact
After a
same
week,
thing.
we still can't figure it out.
Well, I don't know if the rest of them figured it out before the season starts. I mean, this is. Oh my gosh! You said that to me. I thought I had everything down for the kicking and the hip tackle, and then all of a sudden, I don't know where did any. I mean, I missed. I must have missed that one because you're just throwing me for all kinds of shit on that. I mean, sorry. Oh my God! I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't. You said a lot of words, but they didn't make any sense.
Exactly. That's exactly what we were talking about last week. Going, after maybe about at the start of the second line, when it seems to contradict itself, I was like, "What the hell am I reading?" And the girls were the same way. They were like, "What did you just say?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Is that supposed to be during the kickoff?
During the game, from my. Okay.
Well, I thought double penalties usually offset. I don't. I mean, I can't.
That's what I thought too, but I guess not.
Well, anyway, that's. Go ahead, North Kyle.
You just it's like you just need to pick up your foot, shake it about, and do the hokey pokey, and turn yourself around, and maybe we'll figure it out.
Well, it doesn't matter.
That's about as confusing.
Well, it doesn't matter if we figure it out. The refs and the players have to figure it out because.
Well, anybody figure it out because I sure can't.
I don't know. You just threw me for a big loop there, big
so
dog. I'm sorry.
from my understanding, I'm trying to go line by line. So if there's a double foul, if there's I guess flags on both sides during a down in which there's a change of possession. So that to me would be an interception or a fumble, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So if there's a double foul during the down, and I'm assuming double foul means one on
But
each
would that
side.
but would that include a punt or a kickoff? Because that's also change of possession.
It just says if there's a change of possession
Well,
in the down.
well,
Um,
okay. All right. I'm just saying that, a punt is a change of possession too. I mean, didn't it
true.
didn't
That
specify
is true.
turnovers. It did not specify turnovers. So right now we have to lump. Right now I'm going to lump punts and I don't know kickoffs. I don't know, but they are a change of possession. So we have to lump it all together because it didn't specify just turnovers. So go ahead, Big Dog.
I was reading it again. I got lost.
You got lost.
We'll wait for Tony to come back.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
We don't want to blow his mind. We don't want to blow his mind.
Well, he's the one that runs like a nuclear facility, so he should be able to figure this out.
Well, that rule sounds more advanced than a nuclear facility. So,
Yeah. And you,
that sounds like
I don't know.
That sounds like
Uh-huh.
something that would cause another meltdown like 3 Mile Island. So I just
It might. I don't know if it's gotten as far as Cleveland or not. And NorCal Girls, of course, since she is a Dodger fan in a Giants family, but the Dodgers are having a little PR problem right now. It's safe to say. So Otani finally hit his first home run the other day. I don't know if you've heard about this. And
well, I watched him hit the first home run, but yeah.
and it was caught by a husband and wife or boyfriend girl, whatever they are. But she got possession of the ball. Her man went scrambling into the stands like everyone else did, and she's watching. All of a sudden, she said she looked down and the ball's right there. So she picks it up, makes a big old thing. Her and her man then get escorted away by security, and this is where everything starts to differ. The Dodgers said, they bartered. They made a deal with her, and that she met Otani, and everything's hunky dory. It later comes out in a couple hours later that security, when they took her away, they kind of took her into a section of the stadium where no fans or anything are supposed to be. They separated her from her man, and all of them kind of all the security got around her and said, "Give us the ball. If you decide not to give us the ball, we as the Dodgers organization will refuse to authenticate it as Otani's baseball, and you'll have a worthless ball." They initially said, "Give us the ball, and we'll give you 2 signed caps by Otani, and we need an answer now." And she's like, "Well, can I talk?" "No, you can't talk to anybody." And the guy's trying to talk to his wife, and they have been completely separated. So she's being intimidated by security. Finally, they worked it out that she got a signed baseball, a signed bat, and 2 caps signed. That's it. Didn't meet Otani, even though Otani's interpreter, the new guy, he's not getting a good reputation right now, said to the news media that they met, the couple met Otani. Right after the news started breaking about what really happened, a couple of the auction houses. Now, why it would be worth so much, I don't know, but whatever. It's not his first home run, but his first home run as a Dodger. But the auction houses both said the ball would be worth about $100,000. And all the Dodgers, like I said, gave was a signed bat, a signed ball, and 2 signed caps. That's maybe about $1,000, maybe $2,000 for $100,000 ball. So it's been coming out of the news almost every day here because the Dodgers are tap dancing like you wouldn't believe right now. They're trying to say, "Oh no, we don't, we didn't do this." So it came out yesterday. This was a couple of days ago. Now it came out yesterday that the Dodgers are going to invite her back and give them both a VIP on-field experience, and they're also going to look into the policy of how they handle fans when they get milestone baseballs, because they're not admitting they did anything wrong, but at the same time they're saying, well, we're going to look into how this was handled, because she's been on all over the news, all the local news here in SoCal, saying, she was afraid. She felt very intimidated because they wouldn't let anybody talk to her, and they forced her to make that decision right then and there. So she felt she was, intimidated into doing that for pretty much nothing. Me, if I would have had that ball, I would, okay, you can have the ball, but I want either his gloves, his jersey, his helmet, or his cleats
Him?
from that game. Not any other.
Yeah.
I want that game. Do you want the game used ball? I want a game used, piece of material that I'm taking home with me.
Yeah, you better be careful. They'd probably give you his used jock strap.
It would sell.
Yeah, it would, unfortunately. I mean, I wasn't really not necessarily joking about it. It would.
Yeah, especially in Japan or China.
But yeah, let's
they
not
got
go
some
into
heat
that
over
one
there.
again.
But anyways, you being not from SoCal, Almighty, or from California, what do you think of what I just told you? Does that sound right, or does it sound not?
Sounds very, very awful.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
Dodgers are not coming.
this poor woman was surrounded by, I don't know. I mean, were they all men?
Yes, yeah, they were all men, and I believe it was 5 to 6 security guys. Pretty big, from what it looked like for the real. When I saw her when she was being escorted away from the fans, her and her man, and
Well,
they looked like big old beefy guys.
Okay. This reeks of crap, and I don't know what to say. I mean, that is horrible. I mean, she gets a baseball. What happened to the days you got a baseball and you waved it around and you sat your ass down and watched the game?
Yeah.
Now it's the way you're talking, big dog. You're taking your life into your hands if you catch a ball that might have some kind of value. I mean, I don't believe the $100,000 just because it's his first Dodger home run.
I thought that amount was excessive. I would have made. I mean, if he's gonna sign it, and especially if he goes on this year and has like an MVP season or hits like 65 home runs or something like that, then I could see maybe it being worth maybe 25,000, maybe 30, but 100. The thing was, it was 2 auction houses, and I recognize both names, so they are reputable auction houses. So, but I thought it was overvalued at 100.
I'm thinking.
That's good.
I'm thinking one of the reasons oh, shut up. I'm thinking that one of the reasons that it might, from the auction houses, be going so high, it's not necessarily because it's his first home run and all that. It's also because of all the scandal right now that's going on around him. That itself, good or bad, still attaches a value to things.
I think it's because people are stupid.
Well, yeah, that too, definitely.
So, I mean, hold real quick, big dog.
Yeah.
So the security guard is getting the ball for the auction houses?
No, the security guard was getting the ball to get it back to Ohtani. But the auction houses chimed in saying, if you would have kept the ball and had it authenticated by the Dodgers, we could have sold it for this amount at our auction house.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's too much greed going on.
Oh, big time.
And now fans are getting caught in the middle. I mean, this poor woman, like I said, gets surrounded by 5 men or whatever, and she's being intimidated, and that sounds very. I mean, it sounds bad because you got 5 men around a girl, and it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on down there?
Especially since she kept asking to talk to her man, and they were like, "No, you can't talk to anybody right now. You have to make a decision right now." And the guy is like maybe 20, 25 feet away, and security's blocking him from walking to her, saying, "No, you can't talk to her right now."
Well,
And on next week's Coming Out news, she sues them for intimidation and mental anguish. Which she has a good point if that happens.
Yeah. Well, last night though, now she's getting greedy. Now she wants the behind the plate season tickets for the rest of the year, and she wants, I forgot what else, something else and something else.
God.
So now she's reaching. I mean, I think I would say the same. Like I said, if it was me, I would have said, okay, you can have the ball, but I want something from today. This ball's from today. This ball's from right now. I want his cleat. Even his batting gloves. I'll take his batting gloves, signed. Game used.
Yeah. Oh.
I think it's a fair trade-off.
I don't know. I just can't wrap my mind around it because now, I mean, the rule change from the NFL is still blocking my brain. I can't, because that's really screwing it up. So I have to fight through that. And then now you got this. So you're just banging up my brain. My head's exploding, big dog, because of all this nonsense that you're. This is horrible. I don't know how the Dodgers are going to get out of it. I don't know if the security guards did this on their own or if that was Dodger policy. Because
that's probably why the Dodgers, when they released a statement yesterday saying, we're going to invite them back. We're going to give them a VIP, on-field experience, and we're going to look into how security handled the situation. So I think that was their way of saying, we fucked up.
I want my baseball. I want my baseball authenticated. I don't care about auctions. I just want my baseball because I looked down and there it was. I mean, how often are you going to get a baseball from a Tawny like that? So
exactly.
I don't. Oh God, I don't know. I can't say anymore. Go ahead, North Carolina. You got anything? Okay, North Carolina, you're like a woman. How would you feel?
Oh, gee, thanks. Oh God, I don't even know how to respond to that.
If you were surrounded by 5 men, well, I shouldn't say that. You might like that. Let's say it was an intimidating situation with 5 men like that. How would you feel being surrounded by 5 big giant men, and not in some kind of orgy way?
In all honesty, that wouldn't scare me. I'd be pissed. I'd fight back. I'd become very physical. That's a situation that I would not be intimidated. It would be like, get the blank out of my face. I'm keeping the ball. I don't give a damn what you say. And if you try to take the ball from me or escort me out of this thing, you will be, or I should say, your organization and your owners will be facing a lawsuit. And I'll make it so big and so bad in the press, you will have to back down.
Well, the thing though is, I mean, you've been around enough times, in your experience as, paramedic and a nurse and stuff, who, just by looking at them or how their reactions are, how far you can kind of push it, if you know what I mean, as far as wanting to get your way, where you're like, she's going to give me attitude. So I bet, I got to come about this a different way, or I'll just, bully them into, doing whatever you want them to do. So you can pretty much tell. Yeah.
Each person, each individual, you can kind of read, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the young lady may just have been one who is very intimidated by, even if it was 4 or 5, females coming at them. It's not,
Yeah,
a
well,
safe situation. I don't feel comfortable.
she did say in the interviews that uh, it was crazy because the craziness of getting the ball, then the excitement of actually having the ball, and she said all of a sudden these guys were just here. They escorted us off. She was on. I thought we were going to go, you know, meet someone or they were going to pictures or whatever. She says, and all of a sudden they all surrounded me and said, we want the ball. This is
Yeah,
what
and
we're
then you're
going to give you.
separating me from
Yeah,
either
from you.
my partner, my friend, my brother,
Yep,
whoever the other person was. You're separating me from the other person that I came with, and now you
yep,
won't let me talk to them?
yep. And their whole thing was, if you keep the ball, we will refuse to authenticate it. At that point, I said, fine, I'm not planning on selling it.
Yeah, really.
So what? I know what it is. I'll pass it down. It'll get authenticated a different way.
Uh,
Uh, Gridiron Girl, I see you are in the chat room. Would you like to come in and join us and comment on your team? Because the Dodgers are your team and you are a diehard. How do you feel on how they treated this lady, this female? And she seems like a sweet lady. She looks like she's in her mid to late 20s, maybe early 30s at the most. So she's a young lady. Um, but I think after the fact, uh, she started realizing, what was done and how the way they did it and went about it. So I think that's why she's being so outspoken to the news, saying, it wasn't right the way they went about it to get the ball back. And
Yeah.
come on, you get for 5 security guards to make that much of a deal and then say, okay, we're going to give you two signed hats. I mean, I don't think so.
no.
Yeah, if I had that ball, they would have said two signed hats. I said, you better come up with a lot more than that because I'm not giving this thing up.
I don't know, Big Dog. It's all wrong. It's pathetic. And I mean, it seems, I don't know what Otani was going to do with it, but I don't know. It used to be back in the day, players wouldn't care who had their ball. They just hit it and they might sign it later on and just move on. Now it's
Yeah.
a big struggle,
Well, I
and
mean,
I hate it.
I mean, I can see why he might. I mean, I don't know how he is about, milestones. I mean, he might want to keep it just because it's his first Dodger home run. I could maybe see that, but
I kind of was sick of that too, but yeah.
but the one thing that I went back to and I thought was hilarious was the new interpreter that he now has. Already is coming off on the wrong foot because he lied. He said that the couple, the lady and her man, met with Otani, and it never happened.
Yeah.
But he went on record saying, "Oh yeah, they met with Otani and the ball and blah blah blah." And then a couple hours later, the real story came out, and we have not heard one word from him again.
Well, it's pathetic. And do we even know if Otani wanted the baseball?
True. We haven't gotten any word from Otani whatsoever. The only people that have been talking were Dodger management because they're seeing how bad of a PR thing this is turning into. So they are trying to backtrack real big.
But now it's blowback on Otani. He's already had that gambling thing, with his other interpreter, like he talked about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now this, he's like, what the hell's going on? I came to Los Angeles, and now it's become a crap show for this man.
Should have stayed in Anaheim.
I'm sorry, Big Dog, but it's a big mess. And I think Otani's like, oh my gosh, I'm going back to Japan.
Yeah, no, he's not giving up that $100 million.
No,
all
that's
right.
just a joke.
So Aisha has a comment. She says, as someone from this side of the pond, that team is not coming out of this looking good. They are only making things worse by lying shit sticks and the Dodgers will smell for something after this. Sometime after this. I like that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. But
Well, Gridiron
yeah,
Girl
so
needs to start going to more Dodgers games so they can pay this woman's fine. I mean, her money she wants to get, so she better get. She has to help the Dodgers pay for this. This whatever this catastrophe is.
uh,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I was shocked because I was praising the Dodgers just to right around spring training, middle of spring training. I was praising the Dodgers so much online because there is a former player with the that played for the Dodgers for like one season or half season, and then left baseball. But he's got bipolar disorder, and he was homeless. Needed some mental help for his mental problems. Medication, the whole 9 yards. And the Dodgers
And
now
they've
for the
kept him
last,
on the roster.
yeah, the last I think 10, maybe close to 10 seasons, every year sign
Yep.
him to a minor league contract or whatever contract. They sign him to a contract so that he can get medical, free medical and get all the help he needs from psychiatrists and the therapists and
Wow.
so
Yeah.
on and so forth. So I was praising them so much, just a couple of weeks ago, and now they pull this crap.
Well,
Um,
those guards should probably be fired.
oh yeah, they're yeah.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't be
know.
one bit surprised if there aren't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's my opinion because this is not. I mean, this is all kinds of harassment, sexual harassment, intimidation. It's also called kidnapping.
Yeah.
And because you're holding this woman against her will, so it's kidnapping or whatever you want to call it. Plus, there's probably some more felonies you can probably throw in there, big dog.
Oh yeah,
Because I mean,
I'm pretty sure Larry H. Parker and a couple of those other people on the billboards and stuff have already got in contact with them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But she better call Saul.
There you go. Oh no, Saul will take care of it a different way. We don't want that.
No, but
That's a little much.
I don't know. Anyway, that's too bad that Otani is caught in another crap show, like I said, or a crap situation.
Yeah.
Because he just wants to play baseball, and it seems like to be raining turds on him right now, and it's too bad. I mean, this is not a good start for this. It's not a good start for this man at all.
Yeah, he's yeah.
So,
But if I can just, when we're done with that, briefly go
Sure.
back before I mention
Sure.
a couple of things in history that kind of are vaguely important as far as today.
Give us a history lesson, Miss.
Oh yes, never mind. But no, I don't know how big you guys are at the Olympics or not. My mind just went a whole totally different
Okay.
direction.
I'm
what I was
glad you
gonna say.
continued that because I was going to give you an answer.
I'm sure you were. We're professionals here, guys. We're keeping it straight.
You paused just for a second.
Yeah, I know. But I just wanted to mention that today it was 1896. The first modern day Summer Olympic Games opened in Athens, Greece. And believe it or not, it was an American athlete, James Connolly, became the first modern Olympic champion because he won the triple jump, later the third in long jump, and the second in high jump.
I don't believe it.
Wow.
So, and I thought that was really kind of cool that an American did that.
But we all know white men can't jump.
and then one other thing, just I know I had mentioned him before, maybe a month, maybe 6 weeks ago, but in 1973, let's see, the crash was in December, so about 3 months after the crash, Roger Clemente was honored, and his jersey was retired, the Pirates jersey. He's their number 21.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Huh.
Just a couple things that I was aware of today.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm one of the weird ones.
Oh, well, that's why you're here. We know that.
Yeah.
That could be.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
uh,
can't check on any history since I don't have access to my major computer. And the
so
cell
your
phone.
monitor's still down?
I'm not even screwing with it. I mean, I couldn't get it to work, so I'm just sitting here with my cell phone and just saying, "Fuck." I mean, screw it. So I have to wait. I don't know. I was working on it for a half hour before the show started. I had everything ready to go for the show, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be here on time. I'm going to start the show on time, and it's like, oh, fudge. So anyway, best laid plans. You know what they say about that crap. So
Oh
anyway,
yeah.
so anything else that you want to get to?
Oh, I got tons of stuff, but I will. I'm going to switch real quick because I am happy as a pig in poop, as they like to say,
Uh-huh.
because today is the men's NCAA men's Final Four. Sometime between game one and game two, they're going to announce the people, or excuse me, the people and players who made the NBA Hall of Fame. Now, four names have already been leaked, and I am ecstatic. I'm flying to the moon and back because I'm so happy. But
Yep.
Chauncey Billups and Vince Carter. Carter, I knew he was in. I mean, anybody that followed the NBA in the '90s and 2000s and 2010s, because Vince Carter was around for 21, 22 seasons. He's had an incredible career. Probably one of the top two dunkers of all time. I would say Vince Carter and Dr. J are probably the best dunkers ever.
Hmm.
And his moniker while he was playing was half man, half amazing, and he was
Yeah.
that. If anybody watched that dunk contest where it wasn't anywhere close to a competition, he just went out there and blew them away.
So this
Um,
is a big day for you because you also have WrestleMania.
yes, and actually, I'm going to miss it today because
What?
I have my yearly game that I go to with my daughter, my son-in-law, and my grandson, since he is a Boston fan.
Okay.
Um, the Angels Boston game we've been going to for the last couple of years. This will be our third year in a row. So he got the tickets. I didn't realize till like Monday that it was this week. And my daughter reminded me, "Oh, don't forget about the game." I'm like, "Yeah, it's like next week." She's like, "No, it's this Saturday." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then about 10 minutes later, it dawned on me. I'm like, "God damn it, it's WrestleMania!"
And you know that Saturday is usually better than Sunday.
It has been the last few years, but yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I mean, we talk
but
about that. We talk about it
Yeah, we'll
almost
talk
every
about
year
that.
about that.
But going back, sorry. So as I said, Chauncey Billups played mainly with Detroit. I believe now he is coaching the Portland Trail Blazers or Sacramento Kings. I can't remember who he's coaching. He's a coach. Very, very good player. Well deserved also. Uh, Jerry West made the Hall of Fame for the third time. He has now made it as a player. He made it as being part of the 1960 Olympics, I believe it was, when they won gold. And now he has made it for his contributions as an executive.
Hmm.
For those who don't know, Jerry West was part of the Lakers organization in upper management from the late 70s all the way to uh, probably close to the 2000s. He then went on to the Charlotte Hornets, turned them around. He then went to the Golden State Warriors and was part of getting Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Clay Thompson on that team. He was part of he was part of that organization during that time, and then he now has been a special consultant for the Clippers. And about the time he joined was about the time they turned things around. So he has made many contributions, both as a player and management. As we all know, he is the logo, although he had denied it for for so many years. And the interesting thing about Jerry West is uh, he does not earn a single cent off of the logo design, even though it is him.
Hmm.
And if he wanted, even if he were to say, okay, give me 1 cent for every time you guys use it, he would be a billionaire 10, 20, 30 times over if he would have done that. But he didn't because he just loved the game so much. And the reason why I am so ecstatic is because the fourth name that has been leaked, finally it happened. One of my favorite all-time players, Michael Cooper, has been named to the NBA Hall of Fame. They'll make it official today, sometime today, whenever they do the announcement. But Michael Cooper is finally a Hall of Famer. And what was more important to me is now he will be on the Lakers Wall of Fame. That name belongs up there. He was a major part of 5 championships. He was a part of the 80s. He wasn't the superstar, but he was whatever you needed from him. You wanted defense, you called Michael Cooper. You need a 3-pointer, you called Michael Cooper. Uh, the alley oop that they do was invented by Magic and Michael Cooper. That wasn't done before. They nicknamed it the Koopa Loop for a while during the 80s. But I am extremely ecstatic that he's finally getting recognition for his tenure with the Lakers and what he did for the Lakers and for the NBA in the 80s as far as being a defensive specialist. I never thought he would make it because the numbers weren't quite there, other than his superior defensive skills. He's been named one of the all-time greatest defenders. Larry Bird himself, when asked who is the toughest guy to ever play defense on you, he doesn't even pause to think about it. His Michael Cooper's name comes right out of his mouth, saying Michael Cooper's been the guy that played me the best. And Cooper was a good 3 inches shorter than him. But I'm just so happy.
That's cool. You sound
Yes.
happy.
I am.
Despite having to go to a baseball game.
Oh, I know. I was kind of hoping Speedy would be here too, so we could talk about the games. I mean, I have the matchups, which I'll go over later, but I wanted to make sure I got the Hall of Fame stuff in first. But
Right.
another thing tied in with the Lakers, there was an auction that ended, I believe, last Sunday, and it's a auction house called Golden. And they're one of the sports auction houses. They're one of the people that said Otani's ball was worth 100,000. But anyways, so there was an auction, and what was being auctioned off was an exact replica of the 2000 Lakers championship ring that Kobe Bryant gifted to his father. Of course, former Laker and NBA player Joe Jellybean Bryant. Um, It was the exact same one that was given to Kobe Bryant. So he made an exact replica of the diamonds, the whole 9 yards. Everything was exactly the same. And it sold at auction for $927,000. That, of course, included the buyer's premium, which was probably 15 to 20%. So um, there was 40. It says there were 43 bids on it, which resulted for the most ever paid for an NBA championship ring. It weighed 59.6 grams with all the etchings. And of course, had all the diamonds and all sorts of stuff. Let's see. Nope. Okay. If anybody doesn't remember the ring, there we go. There we go. That is the ring that was sold. So lots of
Wow.
diamonds. I don't know if I would have paid $927,000 for it, but I would love to have something like that. I'll get the knockoff and get it for $50.
You might be able to, big dog. Just go down to. Uh,
Go down to the local pawn shop.
yep, they might have one for you there.
I think the Sacramento
Yeah,
Kings are going to have
just go down to Tijuana.
their championship rings. Oh, I'm sorry, they don't have one. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, just go down to Tijuana. I'm sure you can find one. If you can get out alive, but that's.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy there.
But I don't know. That's a lot of money for a ring.
Yes.
But
I mean, it's an iconic ring. I would maybe see it going for that much if it was actually a player's ring, an actual player's ring. I mean, I know this is an exact replica, but still, it wasn't a player's ring. So
exactly, and you're right. If it was a player's ring, you're right. But being a replica. But do you think maybe it was a value that it was Kobe's dad though?
yeah, definitely, because as I said, it was made by Kobe, and Kobe gifted it to his dad. So everything that. So if you were to put Kobe's actual ring and this ring side by side, there was supposed to be no differences whatsoever in them. Because of
Okay.
course the last name is still going to be the same, so it's still Bryant. Probably the ring size was probably the only difference in the rings.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, since there was Kobe's name attached to it, plus his father.
Yeah. That definitely
That
added.
might not have been Kobe's ring, but still, he still had it made and gave it to his father. So
Yeah. The fact that it's if it that it had Bryant on there, or if it would have had O'Neal or Phil Jackson's name to it or something like that, yeah, that adds at least $25,000-$30,000 to the ring, or in this case maybe $100,000. But it's an exorbitant amount, and of course we'll never know who has it. So because people that buy those type of stuff do not usually show it off, other than to their close personal friends.
Right.
Let's switch over to the NFL. There was some news, and I think anybody that followed football for a while knows the name. So this was on Monday. It came out that former NFL quarterback Vontae Davis was found dead at his residence in South Florida, and he was only 35 years old. Do you remember Vontae Davis, Almighty?
Yeah. And the last I read, which was yesterday, is they still don't know anything about the cause. I mean, his brother came out and said that yesterday, I believe. And so, but it seems like he's had a history. I mean, he just quit during the game. I guess that's where Odell Beckham got it, or whoever it was that left the game.
Yeah.
No, it was, who was it? Not Beckett. Who was it that left the game a couple years ago? And gosh.
Yeah, it was at a Rams game, wasn't it?
Who's the guy that killed? Yeah, that's dead.
Yeah.
He just walked out. But he didn't strip down like, gosh, I can't think it. Brown.
Yeah, I know
Antonio
who you're
Brown.
talking about. I can't think of his name right now, but yeah.
Antonio Brown, who stripped off his
there we
clothes
go.
and left. And but I don't know. I hope that, I don't know what this deal is. And right now we probably all have a hankering of what it may be. And it'd be sad if that's what, if our suspicions are proven right. But either way, because it just seems like he played and, I don't know. Well, and plus his brother would know more about it than we do. I mean, his brother's probably being pretty tight-lipped about it too. He doesn't want to, get anything out there, for the family's sake, putting out there publicly or whatever. So
oh yeah, definitely.
It's a sad thing, and I don't know. It's a lot of A lot of stuff has happened during this week in the NFL.
Yeah, but I
But
mean,
but
at 35, though, I mean, such a young age. So
yeah,
he played for
yeah.
he played for the Dolphins from 2009 to 2011. Played for the Colts from 2012 to 2017, and then his final year was with the Bills, which was in 2018. He was a two-time Pro Bowler, 2014 and 2015. He made the All Rookie team, and he also made the all in college. He made the All Big Ten team. His stats: he played 121 games, started 113 of them. He had 396 tackles, 2 sacks, 22 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles, and 1 touchdown.
Ooh.
So that's definitely a defensive player's career. You see a lot of tackles, a lot of sacks. Defensive players are very, very lucky if they can score that touchdown. That is their goal in their career as a defensive player, is to score that touchdown.
Yep. Wow.
Oh, Gig is having fun. Gig just posted in our group chat. Says breaking news: the Cowboys still suck.
Don't tell a anime girl that one.
Well, she's listening. And thank you for joining us, Marcia Middleton. I'm sorry I saw the name. I'm sorry and give you good morning.
Hey,
Oh,
Marcia.
she's a Mets fan, huh?
Hey, Marcia. A what fan?
Wow. It says she's a Mets fan.
Oh well, can't be perfect.
There was such a telling picture, and I don't know if it was an extra inning game or what it was, but they showed during the game. It was the Mets versus, I don't even remember who it was, and it looked like there might not have been more than 1,000, maybe 2,000 people in the stadium, and I was just shocked by the amount of how empty that stadium just looked.
They're running neck and neck with Oakland.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought that was hilarious news. So since you are a NorCal native, give us the news there.
Yeah.
Give
Oh,
us the news
please.
there, Miss.
When this broke yesterday, I literally screamed. I cannot believe they're going to do this. The A's, of all things, are coming to. I know you guys consider the Giants the hated ones, okay, but we still deal with all their spring training. Their AAA ball team are our River Cats, which are a huge love for Sacramento. Giants are not affiliated. They're a huge love. What are the fucking A's doing? They're coming here to use our stuff sports that's already been set up. So they're going to be using some of the sports stuff from the Kings as well to be brought over to help with some of their things. They're going to be using our baseball arena, the River Cats Arena, for the next 3 years until they're
with,
set up to go into Vegas.
with an option for a fourth year, it says.
That's correct. That's correct. And
Well, you
I'm
answered your
sitting,
own question. You said, "What are they doing here? We have a AAA team." Well, they're coming because they're a AAA team.
please don't give them that much credit. I'm serious. I had to laugh because, oh, I can't remember if it was the actual owner that said this or if it was somebody else got up and said, well, the reason, there's going to be a lot of other players that you're going to be able to see coming in from other teams. And I'm like, oh, so you have no support for your own team. You're just here because you want to see everybody else come in.
So are they getting a better? So they're getting a better facility now.
No,
Uh,
they
we
downsized because according to this, uh, Sutter Health Park,
we're a
which is where they're going,
14,000
it
part.
holds
Yeah.
about 14. It holds about 14,000 fans. Now,
Yeah.
based on
This
what
is
I've
what
seen
we.
the last based on what I've seen the last 2 seasons, they're going to have trouble getting all 14,000 sold out.
They're going to be lucky to
True.
get 600.
I've
I'm sorry,
seen
you're.
I've seen games where their announced attendance was like 9,400 people. So
So,
eh,
uh, are they done with their lease in Oakland then, Big Dog and
yes,
Earth Cow?
yeah.
After this
It
year, yeah.
says yeah, they'll leave after this season. So in a couple of weeks they're gone. And it says they will play for at least 3 years in West Sacramento. It was announced Thursday morning. Says the move ends the Athletics' 56-year tenure with the East Bay, a stretch that included 4 World Series championships. Also, the current team appears to be headed for its third consecutive 100-loss season. Says the agreement with Sacramento is a 3-year lease with the team option for a fourth season in case the team's planned ballpark on the Las Vegas Strip is not completed in time for the 2028 season. The A's will share Sutter Health Park, which holds 14,000, with the Sacramento River Cats.
River cats. Don't call them river rats. There are river cats. Thank you.
It says it is the Giants' AAA team. Terms of the lease were not disclosed. Let's see. Owner John Fisher followed 5 minutes. This was, I guess, their announcement on Thursday. He called the Oakland mayor, and the team announced the move on social media 10 minutes after that. Just within 2 hours of the announcement, the team held an outdoor news conference in the rain and wind at Sutter Health Park. Fisher spoke for about 1 minute and left the ballpark quickly afterwards, taking no questions whatsoever.
Why is that trash rolling into town? No. God, no.
I've seen parts of Sacramento. This may be an upgrade.
No. Not, not, no, no, no.
I'm
This
still
ain't
mad at
Oak Park.
Sacramento.
This is.
I'm still mad at Sacramento for stealing my Lakers antenna ball 20-something years ago.
I.
So
Well,
I know you
should
did.
be
I
feeling
know
better
you
about
did.
that, okay? I
I do feel
apologize
better,
for Sacramento.
but yeah, I know, and I accepted it, but doesn't mean I'm still not pissed about it. I mean, I was in the damn 7-Eleven for less than 5 minutes. Damn
Wow.
Sacramento Kings fans. Not my fault you guys didn't know how to win. Anyways, I'm sorry.
No. The Kings play and the Kings win. The only problem is they choke when they absolutely need to be winning.
No, I'm talking about the 2000s when you guys couldn't get past us.
Okay.
You know, where they said, "Oh yeah, they were beat by 6 players, the starters and the refs." The most famous quote.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
Starters and the rest. Okay.
Yeah, the starting 5 and the refs. And I said, yeah, keep saying that while I shine my trophy.
Yeah, there's always an excuse.
Of course.
Well, we've
I
been
know we're all
talking
over
about that Oakland.
Go ahead.
I was going to say we've been talking about that Oakland situation for 2 or 3 years here or 4 years. Well, forever for you guys, that
Yeah.
Oakland situation, and trying to get something done with the city, and the city would say they would, and then they wouldn't go through with it, or so. I just don't think the whoever doesn't care. I guess they're gone. They don't care that they left. They didn't want to get whoever pulls the strings there didn't care enough to
Well,
keep
it
them.
seemed like they were trying the last maybe 3-4 months. The Oakland Board of Directors or whoever they are were trying to work something out, but it was still. I think it was too little, too late. You know, just like the
Right.
fans that were out there camping outside of the Oakland Stadium and, don't go and don't this and don't that. I'm like, where were you the last couple of seasons? Because you weren't buying tickets. That's for damn sure.
No, they weren't.
And if the team, the team has to make money. I mean, yes, all teams are profitable to a point, but when you can't even get 15,000 fans to come watch your games, that's indicative of the fans. That's not. I know they weren't putting a winning product out there, but so many teams that aren't winners, every single year, whether it be baseball, basketball, football, for the most part, those stadiums and arenas are 75 to 80% to sellouts, even if they're not winning. So,
No.
Oakland had a problem with that. Now, NorCal girl, how far is the this new field from the to from Oakland? I guess I would say an hour.
With traffic, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, 15, 20.
Okay, so it's not that far.
It's,
Okay.
no, it's not far at all. It's like I said, my brother-in-law used to do Lyft, and he'd leave here from Sacramento, and he would only work in the Bay Area, and it was,
Okay.
Oakland, the whole Bay Area stuff, and he'd be down there in like 90 minutes. Also, all of my family go down there for games, so it's like, yeah,
Hmm.
literally like 90-minute drive. Not
Well, see
depending
that.
on traffic.
See now the family can just go to the games right there down the block.
And no, oh no. Hey, we go to the River Cats game a lot. My oldest nephew has season tickets, but
Who's peeing?
I was going to say
Yeah,
the same thing.
that's me.
That's why he was doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
So the River Cats, huh? So it is a
yes,
AAA
yeah.
facility.
Oh yeah, it's a nice
Oh,
AAA
okay.
facility.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because like the games that Roger and I go to, it's single A ball. So I would say maybe 3,000 fans, or the stadium is about 3,000, so um I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know how I
I
feel
know
about that.
that because of where it was built, it's all within walkways of all our downtown huge night spots and eateries and stuff. So the whole area is kept up very, very nice. It's right off the
Uh-huh.
river.
Oh, okay.
It's a nice facility. I just I have my questionable doubts about bringing in. I'm sorry, gosh, it's just do not like Oakland. I do not like how they've played. I haven't liked how they've played for eons, and I just think it's a really bad thing. But here is both managers from the Giants and from the A's both saying, it's a wonderful thing to have them come, and to reestablish their footing and, hope to be able to see them have a good build up back before they go off to Vegas. And I'm thinking, God, what are you guys drinking?
Well, I mean,
So
they can't say they're pissed off. I mean, they have to put on the game face, but I'm pretty sure they were not happy campers
no,
because
no,
now the minor league the minor league season runs concurrently with the major league season, so it won't.
mm-hmm.
And the fact now that a major league team is playing there, they're going to get the bump. Your River Rats, Cats are are going to get the bump. When they say, "Oh well."
Oh,
Such
I know.
the Giant, or the Dodgers are coming in this weekend. You guys go away.
Yeah. Yeah,
I, I,
I don't
I,
expect it to be beneficial for us for our hometown and the amount of economy that we're trying to drive. I really don't see that being that much of a boost because our River Cat fans are loyal and we come out in droves. Whereas, okay, so the A's are playing. Woohoo! Who are they playing against? Okay, I might come out to see the other team to see them beat their asses, but other than that,
it'd be interesting to see if they do like a 2-for-1 on weekends. And that being
ooh,
saying having like the River Cats play at 1 o'clock, and then the game should be over by 4 ish, and then the A's would play, at their usual 7:05 or 7:35 on the same day. And they would do like maybe
That's
do like a two for
a
one
two for
ticket or
one type
something like
thing.
that.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, except for how hot it gets here in the summer. And that there is shading, but not the greatest shading. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it, but it
really
but it,
see.
it's a minor league team. It's all right.
I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about those of us that are sitting there in the stadium dying, turning into little crispy pieces of bacon.
Well, you guys need a tan.
Most of us have tans, thank you. Natural born.
Uh-huh. I was gonna say something so bad, but luckily I caught myself
No, thank you.
about the season and picking, but I won't go
Yeah. Let's not go there.
there.
Hmm.
Oh man. So what else happened in baseball? Let's see. I found it interesting. There was an article during the week that I guess the players are frustrated and asked for the removal of one of Major League Baseball Players Association executives. So it says player leaders express frustration at Major League Baseball Players Association executives during a video conference on Monday. The accumulation of a week in which players advocated for the ouster of union chief labor negotiator of the union's chief labor negotiator. It says on call with dozens of player representatives from the major and minor league units of the union. The meeting lasted nearly 3 hours. The majority of players uh, informed them that they had an informal vote and told Major League Baseball Players Association Executive Director Tony Clark that they wanted to replace Deputy Executive Director Bruce Meyer with Harry Marino, the lawyer who spearheaded the unionization efforts of minor league players. He says Clark, who has the ability to hire and fire staff members, declined to levy a judgment on Meyer's future during the call. Clark, Meyer, and Marino all declined comment when reached by ESPN. So let me see if it says, it's not really saying why they want him ousted. It says, so we know something's going on because they want to ensure that there is complete transparency. So we know there's something going on then if they use that quote. Says the move by players came amid an offseason that's seen a $1 billion decrease in spending by major league teams, and it extended to free agency and World Series standout Jordan Montgomery, the reigning National Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell, who later agreed to a 2-year, $62 million deal with the Giants. It says over the previous 24 hours, 21 major league player representatives, after consulting with the rank and file, agreed on a text chain to back the appointment of Marino, who joined Major League Baseball Players Association in September of 2022 when it formed a minor league unit recognized by Major League Baseball. Marino, who was hired as an assistant general counsel at the union, left in July of 2023, less than 3 months after negotiating the first collective bargaining agreement for minor league baseball players. Who were on the call were overwhelming in their support of him and who hold 37 of the 72 voting positions on the union's executive board. So they want younger blood because this Marino guy is only 33 years old. And I will mute myself because the trash people are coming by. So you guys can talk.
Well, I have to answer. I just saw Marcia's comment about being a longtime Jet fan being difficult to see my avatar, but Roger said that I was Belichick, so I got out the avatar. So
Oh,
and being a
so
longtime
Marcia and
Browns
Tanya
fan,
both are.
yeah, they're both Jets fans. I didn't know Marcia was a Jets fan, so
I didn't either, but I still love her.
Marcia.
yeah. But
I don't know if Speedy sent you guys the video. He sent it to me yesterday. He thought it was possible, and then, until of course I corrected him. But the rumor was once again swirling around that Belichick will go back to, was it Michigan? Is that where he coached there?
what?
Where did Belichick coach in the college ranks, or did he coach in the college ranks?
He did with his father.
Where did
But I don't. But I can't remember where he. I wasn't Michigan. I can't remember where it was. But I think he played there. I think he played. I know he played college ball. But and then he finally learned to. But I don't know. But what's the point there, Big Dog?
Okay. Yeah, it was Michigan. Okay, so the rumors are that since he didn't get a job, and that what's his face from the Chargers, Tomlinson, went from Michigan to the Chargers, that there's the opening in Michigan, that Belichick would take the job in Michigan, and that because Tom Brady only played 3 seasons, he still has 1 year of eligibility. So they're saying that Tom Brady would go back to Michigan to once again team up with Belichick, and that they would go out and try and win the NCAA championship. And Speedy
yeah,
said,
Big Dog. I read that wholeheartedly. That sounds very true to me. I love the idea. So Belichick did coach at Michigan?
I looked at Tom Brady actually. I'm not sure if Belichick coached there or not.
Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady played for Michigan. That was his
So,
only. That was his only
yeah.
fault that I could see is that he played for Michigan. So that was.
Oh, he's got one more I plan on bringing up later.
So like I said, Speedy was saying, oh, is this? It sounds like a good idea. I could see it happening. So I told him, well, that's not possible because even though Brady has 1 year left of eligibility, the thing per NCAA rules, once you become a professional, you can't go back. And on the video, the guy's counter to that was, well, Brady's been retired for more than a year, so he gets his eligibility back in college. That's a false statement. What Brady can do is he can go back to college, yes, and play on a college sport other than football. Once you become a professional in whatever sport you're in college at, you cannot go back and get your eligibility in that sport. Just like that baseball player from a couple of years ago, or no, I think he's a basketball player who went back to college because he had a year of eligibility, but he went back to play golf for the college team. So Brady could technically go back to college since he has 1 year of eligibility, could play any sport he wants at Michigan except for football. So
Yeah.
if he wants to play baseball, if he wants to, go swimming, if he wants to play golf, basketball, sure, he can go do it. He can do everything except play football. That is an NCAA rule. Once you become a professional in that sport, you cannot go back and get eligibility back.
I also can't see Belichick wanting to coach college.
And I can't see Brady wanting to go back to college either.
Yeah, no, but I don't see him. I mean, if anything, if Belichick does anything, he's going to do something with maybe Peyton's Omaha Productions or something like that. I don't think he's going to do. I mean, he really doesn't do. He really does not have to do anything. I'm sure he has plenty of money,
Oh yeah,
or
definitely.
he could just kick back and But it depends how. But sometimes you got to keep. People are driven, but they don't have this off switch. So
Do you believe he would accept the job as a coordinator, either offensive or defensive, or do you think he's only his mindset that since he's been a head coach for so long and actually had total control? Do you think he'd be able to be a offensive or defensive coordinator where he has to answer to someone else?
well, if he did it, he would it'd probably his goal would be to take over by the end of the year or during the year. I don't. He would have some kind of, but I don't think he'd be interested in that. He's a coach, and
Yeah.
if anything,
I,
he wants to try and break that record. I mean, that most
yeah.
wins, and I don't know where. I don't know if there will be any openings for this man next year. I mean, it's sad that he may be
Done.
finished, and then in 5 years we'll see him in Canton. But
Does he have to wait 5 years though? I thought that
what?
was just for players.
I'm not sure. I just said 5 years because I don't know how long a coach has to wait. Maybe
It,
not.
Uh, maybe he's waiting to see if someone gets fired during the middle of the season, which usually doesn't happen. Usually they'll write out most of the coaches till Black Monday. But maybe he's trying to play that.
Yeah,
Maybe he's trying to play it that way, going, okay, after 5 or 6 games, maybe someone will get fired, and I can just step right in. But usually,
yeah,
if something like that happens during the middle of the season, usually it's a crappy team, and I know he
that's
doesn't want to
what
go to a crappy team.
that's what I was going to say. I mean, if he goes to the Jets again, but I don't see him returning to the Jets. But wherever he would go, the Panthers. I mean,
The Panthers, yeah, that
was
would.
you? I mean, he would never get anywhere near that record if he went to the Panthers. He doesn't have enough time to rebuild that or even do anything with that system, and
Yeah,
especially with the owner, meddling the way he does. Belichick would not like that. I
yeah.
just I just don't know. I mean, I don't see him taking over unless I don't see it. I I just don't see it. And right now he's just weighing all his options, and we'll see. Maybe he doesn't do anything. Maybe he just says, "Hey, I'm just going to kick back and fish all year long or whatever."
I I, I
And
I could kind of see that because he's not a great talker. So it's not like you can bring him on to the pregame shows or Monday Night Football or something like that as a color commentator or whatever. All you're going to hear is penalty, football.
yeah, I think that's something he can do. He can talk. It's just that everybody likes to make fun of that. But and I do that too. But I don't know. I just don't know if I don't know what this man wants to do. Belichick.
Yeah, he's
To
he's
me,
an extremely private person. We don't know much about him other
yeah,
than
yeah,
being one of the
yeah.
one of, if not the greatest coach. So
I just I just see him wanting to coach again, and I don't know what. And but even if he would sign like a contract for announcing or being pregame, they still have that clause where if he gets a job offer, he can leave. They have that
yeah.
clause in there. They're not stuck there. I think almost all the coaches have that clause just in case.
Do you think he would maybe take like a being a consultant for a team, kind of like what Jerry West does now? Where he's not there every single day, but he has input on all the big moves, gives his opinion on what's going on and which way the team should go and blah blah blah. Do you think he'd go for something like that?
Probably just to keep himself busy and
Yeah.
keep his hand on the pulse. because people have, we heard the rumors that he may, he may have lost what he had at the beginning, through time. But
Yeah.
it's hard to tell. Trying to predict what this man's going to do is, I just can't. I'm trying to figure him out being with Gronk on Fox,
That'd
and
be funny.
Yeah.
and both of them really have trouble talking, and
Well, Gronk could go, and it's so funny that you put those two together because Gronk goes about 200 miles an hour,
yeah,
and then you would have, the straight man Belichick. So Belichick is 71 years old. He'll be 72 in a couple of weeks. Maybe he's gonna be looking for a new wife because he's been single since 2006. So maybe he's gonna be on the prowl.
oh my.
That is such a scary thought.
So I guess they'll
Such a
be
scary thought.
coaching Tampa Bay next year.
Or Miami.
Yeah, or Miami, yeah. That might be a little too fast for him, but we'll find out.
We'll see
Him
him.
doing
At,
the
we'll
cl-
see him at one of the
Yeah, doing
Miami
the-
hot spots, trying to pick
Yeah,
up some 20-year-old.
You're doing the clubs, go clubbing with the Heat.
Oh man,
Oh
that
my
would be
gosh.
something.
Please
Yeah.
take that picture out of my mind you just put in. God, it's too early in the morning for that.
He'll be doing some twerking with some girls in bikinis
Yeah,
on the
there you
beach.
go.
No. Moving on.
Oh man, someone's got to
Yeah.
make a meme of that of Belichick twerking.
Yeah, twerking. Yeah. Talk about bad grandpa.
Oh geez.
Oh wow. But yeah, that's not a great image, but still. It keeps him. Oh, I might get him in more trouble. But yeah, I think doesn't he have or is that just Johnson has a boat down there that he goes visit? But he might have.
I mean, he probably
probably
has
made-
one, but nothing extravagant like what's his face. So I don't know. To me, Belichick seems like a simple man. I mean, he probably has a nice home, but nothing extravagant. I think as long as he's comfortable and happy, that's all he needs. I could see him like the way he said, just go out there and go fishing. The whole while
Yeah.
probably running through plays while he's sitting there trying to get a bite and figuring
Yeah.
stuff out.
Yeah.
But
Who
I
knows?
don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's so private because he's secretly a serial killer.
Wow,
Him and
that would be yeah.
Don't
that
put
would be.
rumors out there.
Him and her. That's how Hernandez got his start.
Oh. Maybe that's why
Yeah,
Belichick tears off the sleeves off of his sweatshirts because there's
Keeps him in
incriminating
practice.
evidence on the part he threw out.
Yeah. What was his blood on there? I better throw this out. Yeah.
Okay.
No, okay, now everybody out there listening, we're just having fun. This is all just conjecture, all done tongue in cheek. We're not saying Belichick has done anything illegal. We're just having some fun with it.
And if you can't,
Yeah, but
if people should be able to tell that, though. I mean, my God, they have such a
Yeah,
out
well.
there. Well, oh, wait a minute, we're just kidding.
Somebody's
All right.
audio is being funky.
If we get lucky, Belichick might come on and try to, disclaimer saying, I heard you were talking about me.
Hey, Almighty, your audio is really messing up.
Is it?
It was.
Yeah.
But
Is it
how
better
about
now?
somebody else? A little bit. How about somebody else who might be in trouble? You guys been following the cryptocurrency case?
No, which is that one? I was gonna talk about Rashid Rice, but we can do the cryptocurrency first. What's going on?
Well, the founder of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, just last week actually, got sentenced for a 25-year sentence for
Oh,
the
yeah, I saw that.
cryptocurrency exchanges. Yeah, you saw that. Well, did you know?
No.
Unfortunately, a couple of my favorite people are involved with this whole thing, and that's Mark Cuban and Tom Brady. And
Yeah.
Wow.
Tom, yeah, a handful of athletes and celebrities, including Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence, and former NFL tight end Rob Gronkowski had moved to settle for the whole thing, which I heard, which was okay. It settled the claims, but other quarterbacks, Tom Brady included, and of course Mark Cuban, um, are still remaining defendants in the case. And if it prevails, the defendants could be cumulatively liable for millions, even billions of dollars of damage. That's what the attorneys are saying. And Brady, who I guess during the time when he was still married, both he and his wife did a lot of advertising and different things for her. And they're saying that none of this was endorsing people to go and get the currency. They were just, it was one of their endorsements. It was a paid endorsement, but they weren't doing
Yeah.
anything for the currency. So this whole thing is really just becoming a major cluster F at the moment, trying to
Well,
undig everything.
Well, you're right. You're right. I mean, I don't know much about it, but I know that everybody who even did any kind of advertising or spoke thing are getting sued out the kazoo because of all the money, because the people that lost money. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it crashed in what, 22? And since then it's just been, I've kind of been following it on the side, and it makes me mad.
So,
The people
so
wind up
Let
being
me
so
ask
with
you
possessed.
this
Q,
real quick: is this the same as like say all these celebrities that are endorsing gambling, and people lose all their money and sue the spokesperson because they told them to go out and gamble?
probably along the
I
same
don't.
lines.
It's a lot.
I mean, it seems like the same thing. I don't know what the, I mean, if I'm just, because how many, everybody's endorsing gambling now. I'm surprised we're not endorsing gambling, you know, because everybody's doing it. It's like if you got anything to do with sports, you can get, Sports King to, to
Yeah,
sponsor
no
your
kidding, no
show.
kidding.
So, you know,
Yeah,
go ahead,
but
there's
to my
Liz.
understanding, with my, I'm having trouble. I'm almost ready to cough again. But to my understanding of cryptocurrency is it's almost a new form of money, the simplified terms, and you
Yeah,
invest more and more in that, like you would invest. Okay, you're going to invest in, AT&T or something. It's the same kind of thing, but you're investing in this currency, this
yeah.
cryptocurrency. And now because we had the stock market and the crash with everything, right after COVID started coming out, we were locked down for a couple of years. Everything kind of fell by the wayside, and we had basically a stock market crash for cryptocurrency, and the bottom fell out of all of it. I don't consider that necessarily gambling. I consider that more investing.
No, cryptocurrency is definitely an investment. Um, and everybody bought into it because it was the new thing, and everybody had some disposable cash, so it went crazy. But it's extremely volatile. I mean, everybody
Yeah,
talks about the stock market being volatile. This is the same thing, but on steroids. That's. I mean,
e- exactly.
you could be up, $100 million today, and by the end of the day, you could be down to like $2 million. Just like that. That's how
Yeah.
volatile it is. And my question though is, so Mark Cuban was is part of the group that was with the owner, or is Mark Cuban one of the people suing the owner?
No, he's part of the people that was with FTX, with the company,
Wow,
and
that's
he is
surprising. I
suing
mean, Mark Cuban isn't of it.
Mark.
You know, I always have said Mark Cuban's an extremely intelligent man. The things that he's done to make his billions, you know, were unheard of. I mean, it's because of Mark Cuban and his business partner that were able to listen to college games or other games over the internet. That's because of Mark
Yeah,
Cuban. So
true. And this
and
actually
he's
one of his arguments.
go ahead.
I was going to say one of his arguments He's argued this several times that the assets that he promoted for the now bankrupt Voyager Digital weren't securities and were not subject to the same regulations related to promotional activity. So he's still arguing with that the case filed has, nothing to do with him, no jurisdiction with him. Well, who knows how long that will.
Yeah, yeah. So from what I heard was that, oh, I got caught, but there's a loophole and I'm gonna try and use it.
Yeah, I could see Cuban doing that. I honestly can.
So
because
and on a side note about Mark Cuban, I was very surprised that he's leaving Shark Tank.
Oh, I know. So, that kind of blew my mind when I heard that.
Yeah. But I can see maybe he's just tired of investing. Go ahead.
Well, that or maybe it's this blowback, type of thing that doesn't look good right now for him. Who knows?
Yeah, could be. Circling the wagons. So
yeah.
Because he sold a major part of the Mavericks, I believe, also last season. Or start of this season. So he's diluting his money. So maybe he's liquidating his money. So
yeah, which makes you wonder: is he seeing something coming? Or
exactly.
Yeah, because he sold off a lot of the Mavericks.
Yeah, I think
he is still the controlling partner.
Yeah, but not by much.
Or the controlling owner, I should say. Yeah, no, it's a very small percentage.
Yeah. So, okay. Staying with the NFL, there, of course, was a. That's not. I guess I'll talk about it. What did you guys think about Carson Wentz signing with the Chiefs for 1 year?
Oh, I heard that, but I didn't really think too much about it.
Almighty?
Hello.
If he's, I don't know. I mean, he's not going to play unless
Mahomes gets hurt. Yeah,
Mahomes gets hurt, but he usually doesn't get hurt that much. So, I mean, he did pretty well as a backup. So I don't know.
I mean, I think it's a decent. I mean, he's perfect for the backup role right now. So,
I mean, I'm sure it's not a big cap hit. So.
Exactly. Yeah. It was a small amount of money they signed him for. I think it was like $3 million or something like that. I think.
And right now you're scrambling to get a backup. I mean, everybody, is kind of learning their lesson. They have a decent backup, and so we'll see. I mean, that's. I guess I can say I'm glad that his career is still going, that he's still getting paid.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much as maybe not a lot, but he's still in the game, so that's awesome.
Yeah, as long as and sometimes that's enough for some players, that they still remain in the game.
Yeah, just I mean, I hope that Mahomes doesn't get hurt for him to play, but you never know. I mean, so.
And also as far as Carson Wentz is concerned, I mean, this is his best chance to get a championship.
That's true.
When the Kansas City Chiefs say, "Hey, we're back-to-back champions, but we think we can use you as a backup quarterback. You want to come on?" Hell yeah!
Did you almost say backup singer?
No,
backup singer. But
he started to say backup S. You heard the S, and then he switched it. I'm like, did he almost say a backup singer?
No, I was anyway. Whatever I was gonna say. Anyway, you were gonna say.
Sorry.
Well, I'm glad that he got a spot because and he got on a winning team, and he probably has a pretty good chance to get a ring with that team, unless something stupid happens. But maybe not this year, but the year after. Did he just sign a 1-year deal?
It's just a 1-year deal for now.
All right. Okay. So but that's cool. I mean, it's weird how his career has went all the way to the tip of the mountain, the mountain, top of the mountain, down to where he's just hanging around.
Yeah.
So maybe he does his best work as a backup.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Speak, speaking of the Chiefs, on a more very serious note, wide receiver Rasheed Wallace is cooperating with authorities in Dallas after a speeding Corvette and Lamborghini sports SUV caused a chain reaction crash on a busy Dallas highway on Saturday evening, his attorney said on Monday. Says on behalf of Rasheed Rice, his thoughts are with everyone impacted by the automobile accident on Saturday. Attorney Royce West said in a statement, Rashid is cooperating with local authorities and will take all necessary steps to address the situation. So a total of 6 vehicles were involved in a crash shortly before 6:30 p.m. on Saturday in the northbound lanes of the North Central Expressway in Dallas. The people in the Lamborghini and the Corvette left the scene without determining if anyone needed medical attention uh, or providing their information. Says two of the drivers in the other vehicles were treated at the scene for minor injuries, and two occupants of another vehicle were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Dallas television station WFAA, citing unnamed sources, which were later confirmed, reported that one of the speeding vehicles was registered to Rice. Police said Monday morning they were working to identify the occupants of the Corvette and Lamborghini, but did not release any information about the people they were seeking and would not confirm reports that Rice was among them. So it says that the Corvette and the Lamborghini were speeding in the far left lane when they lost control, and the Lamborghini traveled onto the shoulder and hit the center median wall, causing the chain reaction. It says dash cam video from a person traveling behind the multi-vehicle crash was released Sunday night when TMZ posted photos of several individuals leaving the scene. In a follow-up, it was reported that it was indeed Rasheed Wallace. Find it real quick. That one. Okay, so this was that was Monday. So on Wednesday, Rasheed Wallace said via social media that he met with Dallas police Wednesday to take full responsibility for his part in the crash that injured 4 people on Saturday. He says, quote, today I met with Dallas PD investigators regarding Saturday's accident. I take full responsibility for my part in this matter and will continue to cooperate with the necessary authorities. I sincerely apologize to everyone impacted on Saturday's accident. Um, the reason why they found out it was him is because that Lamborghini was leased through uh, a high uh, what do you call it? It was called Classic Lifestyles, and they only lease out or rent high end cars and SUVs. So he was leasing a Lamborghini Urus from Classic Lifestyles. And it said contractually, Rice would have been the only person allowed to drive the vehicle, which rents for about $750 a day and is worth $250,000. From what they're saying is that Lamborghini is totaled. The police still are looking for the drivers of the Corvette, but have now are the district attorney right now is deciding what to do with Rasheed Wallace since he caused the crash and fled the scene without giving any information whatsoever. So, which I don't know how that is extremely serious here in California. I'm not sure how serious it is in Texas. I'm not sure what their Texas laws are, but I'm pretty sure fleeing the scene of a multi-car accident is going to carry some hefty fines and possibly jail time.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys were keeping up with this one, but it sounded like Rasheed Wallace was always thought of as a person of interest. And then when they finally ran, I guess, the VIN on the Corvette, which is easy to find, they realized that, oh, this is a leased vehicle. Okay, who leased it? And of course, Rasheed Wallace's name was the first one on that one, since he's the only one that's supposed to be driving it.
Right.
And of course, the video of the cars that were behind, showed the people fleeing the scene. So there's that also. The Chiefs have taken the stance of, we know about this. We're looking into it on the NFL side of things, but we're waiting to find out what the police do. So,
Well, word on the street is that he leased the Lamborghini and he owns the Corvette.
oh,
That
okay.
was
I hadn't heard that one.
Yes. And today I read that they found marijuana in his Lamborghini. I think it was what? Not very much, but it's enough for to be a misdemeanor and carry a $2,000 fine and 180 days in jail. I mean, that was the full, but that's what could happen fully. And then and you're right, Big Dog. Texas does have strict laws about this crap.
Yeah.
So, I can't remember if they gave what could happen to him for leaving a scene like that. And I take everybody's seen the dash cam of what happened, right?
Actually, I haven't seen it. How bad does it look?
Well, it looks pretty bad as he's cutting everybody off and making everybody wreck. And I did download it to show on the show since it was a dash cam, but then it had the guy's name on it, so I didn't think I didn't think it. When I first heard dash cam, I thought maybe it was police. And that way it made it public record. I mean, you know what I mean? It's public.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know what the thing is about showing dash cam from a private citizen. I don't know what that becomes. I don't know.
Yeah, let's not show it. just in case.
Well, that's why I changed my mind. I mean, I thought it'd be kind of cool. I was going to edit it so you just saw that instead of the newscast, but I wasn't. Yeah. I just thought I changed my mind because I didn't know what the. But anyway.
But did you guys notice? You notice who his attorney is? And this I'm reading this quote from the attorney, and this pisses me off.
Okay.
Not only his attorney is State Senator Royce West, and the quote that he made is, "He was a young man that made a mistake," West said Thursday, adding that Rice's quote unquote heart goes out to those that were injured. The only good thing is these people only had minor injuries, thank God.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Now, hold on. But Liz, also, what do you mean he made a mistake? We just had this incident last year with a player.
Yeah, I know. I was quoting what his attorney said. He was a quote unquote young man who made a mistake.
He made a mistake. It's like,
not
okay,
me.
well, the mistake he should have known it was a bad idea from last year when someone got killed in that.
I remember that one.
The coach and his dog got killed in that accident. Yeah. And, not much happened to the player. And so maybe he thought that, well, if I get caught, nothing's going to happen to me until the NFL cracks down on this ridiculous behavior. Yeah. And maybe they'll make him the poster child and say, guess what? You're putting the hammer down.
Well, if the hammers are going to come down, it's going to come down in Texas because, like you said, they're real strict, and Texas doesn't like to mess around with that kind of stuff, especially the fact that he fled the scene. So,
yeah, I don't know. But I don't know why he won't give up who's driving the Corvette.
Well, I mean, if the
I'm
Corvette is indeed
Chiefs player.
Well, if the Corvette is indeed owned by him, and they were, street racing, I don't know about being another player. I was thinking more like a family member, like a younger brother or cousin or something like that, and he doesn't want to get them in trouble. But I mean, if it's already been established that he owned that Corvette, then I would get him also not only for fleeing the scene, but for what was it? I can't think today. hindering or hiding evidence or protecting. I forgot how it's put. I need to go watch Law and Order.
Oh, no. Yeah. That's a good one. Dun, dun, dun. But I don't know. We can't, all we can do is make assumptions. If since they found that marijuana in his Lamborghini, maybe he was smoking it. That's why he left. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we don't know that but
here's another thought.
Go ahead.
Here's another thought. What if he wasn't actually the one driving it?
That too.
Well, he's already,
what is he covering?
He's already taking responsibility, so it doesn't matter. He's just covering up.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what? Well, but I have a feeling he was driving it. I'm thinking that they were out there thinking they were having fun. And I don't know why they would choose to. I was surprised. I guess when I saw the coverage, it was daytime. That's what got me. I thought that this happened at night where you have less traffic and you could do your supposedly legal, young indiscrepancy here, but it was daytime with, a lot with traffic out there. That's what surprised me when I saw the dash cam. Stupid
people doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is something that's going to drag out until the, this is going. I don't know what Kansas City is going to do about this. Because, everybody's waiting to see what all the facts are.
And I don't think Kansas City is going to do anything until Texas decides to prosecute him. If there's criminal charges, then that's when I think the NFL will step in and do whatever they're going to do on their side.
Yeah. But yeah, so what you're saying, Big Dog, is that we don't know if there were passengers in these vehicles with these drivers.
Excuse me. Sorry. Exactly. Yeah. We know that. Well, according to Mr. Rice, that he said he was driving. He says he takes full responsibility. Now, that's the thing, though. He says he takes full responsibility. So, are we to infer that meant he was driving, or is he just taking responsibility for lending the car to someone and they caused the crash?
I think he's taking responsibility that he was driving. He came back and turned himself in and said that he was driving.
Well, yeah, I think he knew he was screwed. He was screwed if he didn't turn himself in. If they came after him, then that makes it 10 times worse. But if yes, he fled the scene. Of course, his lawyer's gonna say, well, he was afraid. He wasn't thinking straight. He panicked, and that's why he left. But he turned himself in once he realized what he did.
Well, yeah, he turned himself in after he got a lawyer too. I mean, remember, he lawyered up, exactly. and then he went in. It wasn't like the next morning he wandering went up the steps. It was like, wait a minute, I'll get me a lawyer, see what he wants to say. But I'm just saying, that's what you do, though. I mean, how many times you see people that don't lawyer up get screwed? But. There's nothing wrong. I mean, everybody says, "Oh, he's lawyering up," but that's what you're supposed to do. Just like you said, Big Dog. If you're watching Law and Order, well, to lawyer up, right? I mean, that's what you do. And so we'll see. This is probably going to take all summer to get through, unless he pleads out early. I don't know. It's interesting. But the second drag racing thing for an NFL player in the last year or two, whatever. I don't know when the other one happened. I can't remember, because we talked about that for a couple episodes of Sports Talk with the guys.
Yeah. The college player, that got his coach killed because he was racing,
and his dog. So.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And so, remember, you're talking about it on Sports Talk with the guys, which you should remember to hit subscribe, like button, and notification button. So get that done, so you don't have any more worries of missing this fine show.
That's right.
But I don't know. It's just it's another stupid thing. He did it. Dallas, like you said, Texas is not going to put up with this. So I don't know. We'll see what
I
happens.
mean, I know he's a Texas native, but the fact that he plays for the Chiefs,
Oh, guys,
Yeah.
guys.
yes,
As of
yes,
16
yes.
minutes ago, Rice told the police he was driving. He was behind the wheel.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I
No,
said
before
earlier.
it was just that he said responsibility, but he has never come out and said, no, I was the one actually driving. He just said he was responsible.
Well,
Never said, quote,
well,
he was
so,
driving.
so now he's clarified it, and he has admitted that he's the driver.
yeah.
Correct.
Well, you got to remember, he's according to the lease agreement, he's the only one that should be driving it. So there's probably some other legal reasons to be the driver if he wasn't
I love
driving.
I love the comment by the rental company or the leasing company, and they're saying, um, well, Mr. Rice's name is the only name on the contract, and now that the Lamborghini is totaled, we need to find a way to make restitution to that. So on their end, they're like, yeah, there was a crash. I'm sorry, people got hurt, but we want our money because we need to replace that Lambo.
Well, there should be insurance, and his insurance has to pay for the car, right? Because you get a rental agreement, your insurance covers the rental car. So
Well,
his
they
insurance
cover
should have to
rental
pay.
car. They
Not if
cover.
it's that's
It
go
depends on
ahead.
his insurance because they may only cover in case like his car or his primary vehicle is being repaired or something. Then they'll cover. But usually when it's an exotic car like that, your regular insurance company will not cover because it's an exotic car. Usually you have to get the insurance
Also,
through the leasing company.
Well,
correct. Also, if you're found
I'm just
at
saying that,
fault,
yeah, I'm just saying he should have
you know,
insurance, no matter if he got through his primary or through the company for exotic car. I'm just saying, hopefully there was insurance. That's this rental car. Well, who cares? Most people got hurt, but still.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what first comes. Yeah, there's people hurt. There's minor injuries, but we got a $300,000 car that got totaled. So we need our money.
Yep. Pretty much.
I mean, it's not a cheap car. I mean, it's face facts, but still, for that to be on your mind, you shouldn't you shouldn't say that out loud.
I
yeah.
didn't know Lambos made SUVs. Or Lamborghini
I
made
didn't either.
SUVs.
That was something new.
Yeah, when
I
I
thought
read it, I was
yeah.
like, when I read that it was a Lamborghini Euros or whatever they called it, I was like, oh, okay, that must be, one of their, sports car models, whatever, when they rename all their models. And then I read that
But
it's an SUV, and I went, oh, so
yeah,
I
it looked funny from the
yeah.
back on the dash cam.
Well,
So it looked like
I Googled it, and yeah, it's an interesting look of a car. And from what I read, it's ranges in price between what was it? Between $200,000 and $350,000. And it has, I believe I think it said it had 710 horsepower.
ugh.
So
Well, they
it's
kind
got
of
some power behind it.
well, you can see it maneuvered quite well through all that mayhem. I mean, when they were taking off through all the wreckage they were causing, they didn't have to slow down for anything. They just were able to weave in and out of it. So it was really, lucky they didn't get caught, in the mayhem. They were able to weave in and out of it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess
Well,
so that's going to be the new commercial. the maneuverability of the vehicle. Look. But I did not know either that they made an SUV. I just think of the car you see, people driving.
Yeah, exactly.
In movies
Yeah.
on Fast and Furious. They don't drive no SUV. They have one. But
So it looks like Gig is still in the desert, using four-wheeling around. So
well, you guys had asked regarding fleeing the scene, what that is going to
oh
hold.
my God, He is here.
What?
He's
Who's here,
here.
Tony?
The
Hey.
Or is it
man,
our Lord and
the
Master?
myth,
Oh, Tony.
the champion. It is the Philly Special.
Oh
Thank
my
you for that
God.
introduction.
Hey, it's WrestleMania weekend, man. I had to do
That's
it.
true. That is true, and it's in Philly. Yes.
That's right. So you have your front row seats?
No. No, even though I got the weekend off, no. I'm still recouping from yesterday, opening day at Tiger Stadium.
Oh, I saw that. How was that?
It was great. The problem was I worked 12 and a half hours the night before, got off at 7 a.m.
Oh, so you were tired.
Oh, yeah, there was no sleep. So I just came home, showered, and went to the game. So, yeah, but I've been listening since 9 a.m.
So we know you're Philly tough, so you handled it good.
Yeah. But I set my alarm this morning. I've been listening to you guys the whole time. So
Okay, good.
me a
So
while to
since
get
you're
moved.
here, and I do have
I know
to
you're already
get
going
my
to ask.
daughter.
I've been listening.
So since you're here,
as much as you guys.
all right. So since you are the football specialist,
No, that's what I'm saying. I listened. It confused me as much as you guys.
okay. So,
Oh,
so
it
it wasn't just us.
No, the way it's worded. I mean, I was following at first when you're breaking it down word by word. Penalties on both sides during a change of possession, and then it fell off kind of the rails for me.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here.
that's about like
that's where and that's where we all lost it, the exact same spot.
I was cracking up. I was like, "Yeah, it got me on that one." I don't know.
It sounds like the NFL, right?
Well, it's a good thing I was sober when he read that. So it's a,
Oh,
Well, it's
man.
like last week I was sleep deprived when he read it. I was still trying to shake my head. It's like, okay, I cannot be hearing what I'm hearing. I don't understand.
Right?
And then it was reread again, and I kind of researched it a little bit this last week. I'm like, I'm lost.
And
I mean,
my
I feel like the
thinking,
proverbial blonde.
and my thinking was, okay, the first three were very understandable, so they were written by professionals, and that last one that none of us understood, that was written by Roger Goodell.
Must be a Roger.
that sounds about right.
Oh man. So how you doing, sir?
I'm great. My Detroit Tigers, who are normally horrible, and mind you, they've played some really bad teams this year, have the highest winning percentage in baseball. So
Yeah, fuck.
I'm pretty
Do
excited.
that.
It's not going to last. So that's
Yeah, I was about to say, come on, man. We're only like 7 games. We're only 7 games in. Come on.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I will
Take it when you can.
It's been that bad. Yes.
Up until yesterday, the Angels were in first place. I'll take that too.
Yeah, they played the White Sox, Mets, and A's. I mean, probably the 3 worst teams in baseball.
And of course, as you heard and like I said, you've been listening. You know, the Oakland A's, of course, are going to be
Don't go over it again, please. No, stop.
They're going to be in NorCal Girls' backyard.
So they're not going to.
Oh hell no.
They're going to Vegas, but since the stadium's not being built or completed till 2028, they needed somewhere to go in between.
Okay.
So
I have a place.
Oakland would not give them an extension. I guess they were like, okay, you can stay, but if you stay, you're staying for the duration. You know, we want to sign like a 20-year lease and blah blah blah. And they were like, no, we want maybe 3 more years. And like, nope, sorry, not going to do it. So they decided to go across the river, and they're going to be in West Sacramento at the AAA River Rats or something or other. I forgot.
River
Cats, whatever the hell.
Get it right.
Does that benefit Speedy? Isn't that closer to his house, or?
Probably.
So he could see his A's?
Yep.
I don't think it's that close. Because doesn't Speedy live in Oakland too?
He lives in San Leandro.
Oh God, no. It's only about a 10-minute difference.
Oh, well, trying to help him out. His Jets are much too far away, so.
But
It's still not a long trip.
My thinking was they moved to a minor league stadium so that their minuscule crowds will look like it's more of a full stadium.
That's true.
you know, because it's actually a decent sized stadium for being a minor league team. It holds 14,000.
Okay.
The beautiful
So
stadium.
I figure they can get at least 7, maybe 10 in there.
Depending on who you play.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's really going to be what's really going to be a bitch is the fact that now they have to compete with their game times. Okay, between the River Cats playing and then the A's playing, and also, and I know this is not a big deal, but here we use that field for all of our graduations in the area. And that's going to screw it up too, because we don't have a lot of very large areas to have decent graduations for our larger high schools.
That's because the cows.
So
annoy.
now we
Just
got
move
to
the
play
cow.
that
Just
in
move
there
the
too.
move the cows out of the pasture, and you guys can have your graduation in the pasture.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you were still trying to graduate.
Oh, I got to get me education somewhere.
Got to get yourself educated.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I need to switch real quick to the car because I got to go get my daughter. I should have left action about 10 minutes ago. So give me 5 minutes and I will be back on
Okie doke.
audio. So continue on.
Thank you.
So what's the next topic?
Well, do you want to talk about Stephon Diggs being traded to the Texans?
Wow. Yeah, they really just wanted to get rid of him, it sounds like.
Well, from what I understand is he wanted out too.
Yeah, but
word on the street is that Buffalo gave him permission to look for a trade, except to Kansas City.
Yeah.
So that's my understanding. And like I said, it's just I've heard it a few places, but I don't know. So looks I don't know why he wanted out. I don't think, but he chose to leave. So he found a partner, and what a spot to go, Houston.
Buffalo. They got a second-round pick for him, which is good, but then they got to give away what? Is it a 4th and 5th or a 5th and 6th? One or the other.
I don't. Right. Well, what gets me is they're still paying his salary. Full salary. They're not.
They're paying his salary, and they're giving away 2 draft picks to get rid of him. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. And my only hope is, and I guess they do play their season, from what I understand. They will play.
Oh, cool.
So that may be one of those national games. You know what I mean? National televised games. So that would be interesting.
Well,
but then again, nice. who takes Diggs' place in Buffalo? Now they're looking for now they're their new number one.
They got rid of Davis too, so they're down 2 receivers.
So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Allen was thinking when they said, "Oh, we're going to get rid of Davis." Okay, guess what? Now we're going to get rid of Diggs. Like, what? Who am I going to throw to?
Yeah, whoever they draft in the first round.
He better pan out.
I know.
Well, they were also talking about there might be some free agents knocking down the door in Buffalo, and they're going to start a free,
yeah.
Any free agents that are still out there. So I don't know. I didn't understand why they got. I don't know. It's just weird. I guess I don't know why he wanted out, but he must not have been happy.
Right.
With something. But still, he's going to Houston, a team that is on the rise.
He wasn't happy in Minnesota either. They had to get rid of him.
Yeah. So we'll see how long he's happy in Houston.
Right. It's just nice to see, though. The team in Texas doing all the moves, and the team that looks like the best team in the NFL is Houston.
Yeah.
Not Dallas.
No. Well, Houston's actually making moves. Dallas
hasn't done anything but
Dallas is just like, we'll just use the draft.
Yeah, they got one linebacker and re-sign players. I think that's about it.
And we also won't re-sign most of our free agents. We'll let them go elsewhere. We'll just that's what we'll be fine. Don't worry about us.
Yep.
We'll be fine.
They've got no running back. So
No
we're talking about
kidding.
bringing Zeke back.
I thought he's in New England.
He's a free agent, I believe.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm wrong about that. Oh, well, Pollard left, right?
Pollard,
No,
yeah,
I think
he's gone.
but did Elliott sign last year with the Patriots?
1 year contract, maybe.
So he's still an FA?
I believe so. Let's see.
I can't remember. I thought he was still with. I thought he still had time with the Patriots, but maybe you're right, dude. I mean,
yeah, he's a free agent.
wow. Remember when that dude sat out for big money and now he can't find a job? So,
6 days ago, it says the Cowboys and Ezekiel Elliott have mutual interest in the reunion.
I bet they do. But
yeah.
he's going to if you won't get paid that whatever he was getting paid the first time he sat out for Dallas, and
they're still paying. They still have him on the books, so that's how
do
bad.
They really?
Yeah, that's how
bad
yeah. managed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no wonder they can't keep anybody.
Still dead cap hit. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but yeah.
But we'll see. That's
no NFL drafts in less than 3 weeks here in Detroit. I'll be.
Are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to the first night. I got to work the next 2 nights, but I'll be going the first night.
That's not so bad. That's the first 2 rounds. So, the first round.
Round. Yeah.
So, and you'll get to see Roger Goodell and boo him.
That's true. That'll be fun.
So.
I did that in Philly. I think it was like 5 years ago when they had the draft, so I could do it now in Detroit.
Yeah, so you just go go down the street and boo him and go home.
Everybody hates him. It's so funny.
Yeah, but he doesn't care. He's a He's got money.
No. I think it's funny how he has fun with it. So yeah, no.
Well, why not? He's having fun with it. He goes, look, you can laugh all you want, but I laugh in the bank. I got all this, and he's getting richer every time he makes a deal.
Yep, that's for sure.
So, I'm just so Stephon Diggs. Okay, got that. We also have. Okay, we're talking about Rice in Kansas City. Now, all the tax stuff failed in Kansas City to build a new stadium and whatnot. So now Kansas, the state, is going after the Chiefs. They're saying, look, well, I mean, all this stuff is years down. I mean, all this stuff's years to develop, but Kansas City has thrown their hat in the ring to get the Chiefs to come to Kansas.
Oh, okay.
To play in the cornfield. So that's, yep. And also there was word on the street that Dallas might want to get the Chiefs back, since that's where the Chiefs started. In the AFL.
The Chiefs started in Dallas?
Yep, in the AFL days.
Did not know that.
Along with where was it? A Texans. Where did the Chiefs start? So I know that there was word on the street that the mayor wants to get another team in Dallas, and Dallas doesn't play. Well, the Cowboys don't play in Dallas.
No,
they play
in
Arlington.
No.
So he wants to get a team proper in Dallas. Maybe the Chiefs didn't play in Dallas. I know the Texans did. The Texans were Dallas Texans. Oh, I think the Texans moved to Kansas City, changed their name to the Chiefs. I think that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
And then all kinds of stuff happened in an interim of 40 years, as you know, or 60, whatever. But anyway, I think that was just. I don't know if that's serious or not, and I don't think Jerry Jones is going to let an NFL team move it to Dallas anyway. So, yeah, and shit, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah,
but the Kansas City thing's pretty funny. It's pretty interesting too. So that, Kansas, actually, getting an NFL team. That's interesting. I don't know if that'll work out, but I think all this is still several years before anything can be done with lease-wise and stuff. But I know that Kansas City turned down tax whatever bonds to build stuff for the Royals and the Chiefs. So, which is asking a lot to build 2 stadiums. If that's what they're going to do. So I don't blame them saying no. One's enough, but 2.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I like Kauffman Stadium's pretty old, but it always seems like a nice stadium. I like the way it's designed.
Yeah,
the baseball stadium, Kauffman.
Oh yeah, because it has all that stuff out in the outfield. I mean,
it's nice.
The fountains and all that. That's been there for ever since.
Trip
when you watch the Indians go play in Kansas City, at least you get to see them hit home runs in the fountain sometimes.
Right.
But yeah, and the Chiefs stadium doesn't look too bad either. I mean, it's probably a pain in the winter like it is here in Cleveland, but still, I mean, I didn't know Kansas City was looking for a new have a new stadium. Well, I don't know what the state. I don't know what the deal is. I just know that Kansas has actually thrown their hat in for them to play in another state. I don't know the whole, but it's interesting. But it doesn't mean Kansas City's moving. I mean, there's just Kansas City has said nothing about moving. It's just that people are, rushing in to get it.
Right.
So.
Okay.
So regardless of where, if the Chiefs do move to Kansas, they'll still be known as the Kansas Chiefs. Maybe not city, but Kansas will still be in their name. And if they don't win, they can always sing "Dust in the Wind." So
Hey.
So, but anyway, it's interesting. I don't know if anything will come of it.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So
interesting. It's also interesting. I heard you guys talking earlier about Carson Wentz being a backup there. That's kind of interesting too. Yeah,
well, people have to, I'm surprised that they took, there are teams out there that have been learning over the past few years that you should have a good backup.
Yeah. Yeah. And, without the pressure of starting, I think he might be a good backup. So.
Well, last time he didn't start, he won a Super Bowl. So, so you know what I mean? He's like,
he does better when he doesn't play. So that might be good for Kansas City.
So if Mahomes gets hurt in week 10 and he comes in, well, guess what? He's just going to continue. Okay. Yeah, I can't do a full season.
Gig.
Huh?
If Mahomes is hurt, that will absolutely destroy Gig.
Okay.
Because that's her favorite player.
You're not getting it. Exactly. At least he's heard that's your favorite player.
Well, as long as Wentz can throw to Travis, he should be okay.
Pretty big target. Yeah, I think so.
Plus, I mean and plus he doesn't want to let down Taylor Swift that they're still together.
Didn't they pick up a good receiver too in free agency, the Chiefs? I'm trying to think who.
Did they?
I thought so.
You could be right. It's been so long since it hasn't been that long, but they signed stuff and I forgot about it. So, but you're probably right. I don't know you're right. I don't know.
They got Marquise Brown from the Cardinals, 1 year, $11 million contract.
All right. Well, they haven't missed any of the receivers that they've lost, so.
No, which is hard to believe because Tyreek Hill's one of the best.
Yeah.
And they didn't miss a beat.
And they thought they would, but I
thought they would too. Mahomes is just another animal.
Mahomes just found someone else to throw to, and plus he relied on Travis Kelce, a lot.
Yeah, and the running game too. Pacheco's been really good for him.
Yeah, he
runs like a bulldozer, and he's a little guy, but he just runs hard.
Yeah, that's true. That team has enough weapons to keep
and their defense
moving.
Is fantastic.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I think they're a top 5 defense last year, so they're really good.
I thought they were 2.
Yeah, they're in the top 5 somewhere.
Well, I mean, when we were doing the Super Bowl, weren't they 2 and San Francisco 3, or vice versa?
I think so.
And that was what's surprising, that when Kansas City beat San Francisco on last drive, they got rid of their defensive coordinator that had a number 3 defense. It's like, oh my gosh, don't make him the scapegoat.
That was ridiculous.
Oh man, that's all he was, a scapegoat. Well, the head coach got away with, Harbaugh got away, or whatever, got away with everything. Like, oh, who cares,
Yep.
Whoever the coach is there, I can't remember it's crazy.
Yeah,
so
that was nuts.
Yeah, so
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, Shanahan. I don't like keep thinking Harbaugh was coaching in San Francisco all the time. And he's in Baltimore getting me fits. I don't know why. You think I know where he was. You think I always know where he is.
Right.
Have him on my phone where I can follow him everywhere in Baltimore. I know where you are. So, yeah.
And the 49ers, they fired, his defensive coordinator, Steve Wilkes.
Yeah, he was like...
3 days after losing to the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was bullshit. Bull crap.
That is.
Yeah, that's just being a scapegoat. I mean, how can the dude? Oh, come on. Now it'll be interesting to see how their defense does in the upcoming season. Now that he's gone.
Right.
But anyway, that's so So I can't. Unless, well, you don't want to talk about Aaron Rodgers and all that crap. We talk about him all the time, but the Jets,
they're going to have a good defense.
Yeah, they made some killer moves.
Yep, Hassan Reddick, one of my favorite Eagles.
Yeah, that's too bad that they were able to scarf some people out from the Eagles.
Yep,
and then the Commanders also went crazy in free agency too.
They did on the surface, it looks like Washington did a really good job on free agency.
They did. I mean, they were signing good players left and right. It seemed like every day they were signing some stud. It's like, holy crap. So they might be able to make some noise if they have good coaching.
I think so. They could be the second best team in the division.
So that'll put the Eagles at number 3?
No, I put Dallas at 3.
Oh, okay. He's going, I came on for this.
Right.
Hey, I have to watch Detroit ahead of the Guardians right now, so you just geez. But anyway, the tribes out on the west coast haven't, well, I think they're in Minnesota now, so they made it back to Minnesota. I think they're still in Minnesota. So
okay, yeah, the looking at Washington Commanders, 3, 4, 5, 6. They signed 8 free agents, and including running back Austin Eckler from Giggs' team.
Yep.
Linebacker Bobby Wagner. Former Eagles backup quarterback Marcus Mariota. Former Eagles tight end Zach Ertz. They got Dante Fowler Jr., defensive end. They got a lot of good players. So
yeah,
got to give them credit, even though I don't like them.
No, it still puts them ahead of Dallas 8-0.
Yeah, that's true.
When it comes to signing free agents,
that's true. They also got one. They got that linebacker.
That's true.
And Michael Kendricks, I think.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about him. Yep. I know I read about him last when he was signed by the Dallas Cowboys for their one and only free agent pick so far. So, any sports news that you have though? Well,
no,
okay.
Yesterday was my only day off of the week, so I was like I said, I was at the game.
Right.
So I got to get caught up now that I'm off this weekend on what's been going on. I'm looking forward to the Final Four tonight too. College basketball Final Four tonight. Looking forward to that.
Oh yeah. A lot of stuff. Final Four and WrestleMania. So.
Yeah. In baseball.
Yeah, in baseball. Well, yeah, baseball. A long way to go. Well, we got a long way to go. I mean, Maybe Detroit and Cleveland battle it out all year long, but it's too early. It's too early.
I'll take it. I'm happy so far.
Yeah.
It could all fall down today, but I'm happy right now.
Well, keep the White Sox in Minnesota on the bottom, that's for sure.
Yeah, White Sox are just really bad. You look at the roster. They don't have much talent on that roster.
They used to be pretty good a couple of years ago, but I don't know. They just really
lost a lot. They lost a lot of pitchers. Their pitching staff's pretty weak.
Yeah. So.
But Cleveland, I think, is pretty tough. I think Cleveland and Detroit probably got the best pitching. Minnesota's not far either. It's those three teams, anybody could win it, really.
Yeah. And with the expanded playoffs, they could,
I would like to see two teams, get in, the division winner and second place team. That'd be great.
Yeah. It should be an interesting season.
I think so. I think it will be.
So, how's the weather up in Detroit?
It's freezing. It was snowing. Yeah. It was snowing on my way to the baseball game yesterday.
Yeah. And what month is this again?
Yeah, the high yesterday I think was 44. It did warm up, but it was cold at the game, cold and windy.
Well, we were having flurries yesterday. I mean, it didn't stick, but still,
no.
We're in April and it's snowing. It's like, come on, give me a break.
Yeah, today's a heat wave, high of 55. So
that's well, enjoy it while you can.
Yep. Shorts.
I mean, it was nice in February. It's like a 2-month switch, April and February. Like, wait a minute, what's going on? But I just thought I'd ask because you're up there in Detroit. And
I was wearing layers of clothes at the game. It was freezing.
Jeez.
Winter hat, coat, everything, just all snuggled up. It was cold.
And you went to a baseball
thermal long
game?
johns.
Yeah, and I was sitting up top too. So.
Oh my gosh. You got that breeze coming at you.
Yeah,
oh
I'm just glad it was going west to east, so it was at my back.
Oh, God. I guess it's better than hit you in the face, but still.
You're right. Otherwise, I'd be all redder than normally am.
So you were dressing like you were when you went to the Eagles games.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, my God.
And
it's like I said, the Tribe's been in the first couple of weeks on the road. I don't know. I think they're coming home this week, but they've been on the road for the beginning of the season, so it's a good thing too since it's been so bad of weather. But
they haven't played at home yet? Wow, I didn't know that.
Nope, they were on the West Coast. They started on the West Coast. They made their way to Minnesota.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And then maybe they come home then. Maybe they do come home, but it's weird how they started out the season.
That's what I'm checking right now to see. They do come home to play the White Sox Monday, April 8th, and then they're home against the Yankees.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
Home opener on a Monday, huh? Well, we've had our openers during the weekday before, so
yeah, it's on a Monday, 5:10 p.m.
Well, if the weather, they'll show up. I mean, especially since they're having starting off pretty good. So
yeah, they're doing well.
They should fill up that. I mean, there's not many seats in that stadium. I mean, compared to what they used to have, but still.
Yeah, I definitely need to go this year. I've always wanted to catch a baseball game in Cleveland.
And then, them playing the Yankees, that's going to mean something now too, since they're both winning right now. So.
Yeah, it's crazy to see Yankees and the Red Sox at the top of the division again. It's like
I know.
I did not see that coming this year.
It's like what? What's happening to Baltimore and the Rays? What are they doing?
I mean, they're both 6-2, and then Baltimore's 5-2 right behind them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a really good division.
Yeah, but then Tampa Bay is, it's not also to a great start like they usually get. Like last year,
3-5. Yeah.
Because last year they were like 12-1, and they kept on going and going. But that was really nuts.
Zombie apocalypse. Almighty's under a zombie.
You only wish it was a zombie apocalypse.
I do.
You look out your side. Do you see like parachutes dropping out of the sky?
Oh,
Aye.
that's funny.
But
Oh. So what's the next topic?
I
Well.
don't know. I pretty much shared everything of my news and my frustration.
Yeah, I liked your news, by the way. I liked when you referenced to this day in history. That was awesome.
Oh,
Just
Clemente or the
carry on
yeah.
like Roger always does. Yeah. Today and whatever,
Well,
1908.
Yep.
I always tend to come up with some weird history facts
Yeah, I
or
like
stuff.
the history
I'm not
facts.
normally. Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
hear
those are
last
nice.
week? It was kind of funny. We one of the things was I had forgotten with the speaking of Lamborghinis when Jose Canseco's Lamborghini got backed into by a fan,
Oh yeah, it
and
was
that
like
Lamborghini in like 1992 was like 2,500. I mean, it was an exorbitant amount, like 25. It's a
25,000.
huge amount.
I
Yeah,
think
something
they were
like
still
that. I
a
was like,
quarter. They were still a $250,000 back then.
yeah, this was like in 92, and I'm like, holy crap.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even remember that happening either, and I was a big Canseco fan.
Yeah.
Almost
you
caught
got a
one of his home run balls at the Old Tiger Stadium. I was in the upper deck. He hit it down the left field line, and I reached over and hit right at the tip of my glove. The guy
Oh,
back at it. I was like, oh, man.
well, if you had have
Well,
got
see,
it though,
well,
I'm sure that they wouldn't have tried to take it away from you.
well, it's a good thing you didn't catch it, or you would have been taken with the security, and they would have made you give them the ball back.
Man, he hit
That's
that
what I was
with
saying.
a line drive.
Yep,
Whew.
Oh,
that's true. You did say that.
Remember this home
Almighty,
run drive.
I've got a Olympic event that is looking to be legalized. That is right up your alley.
Uh-oh.
They're not gonna really.
Pole
What's up my alley?
Pole dancing. Pole dancing.
Pole dancing. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. I doubt that, but still.
No, seriously.
Big Dog will back that up.
100% seriously. They're looking. No, but I mean that's what they're looking at possibly bringing into is a legal sport. Because in all
Why?
honesty, okay, we all say pole dance. Well, we all say pole dancing, and what do you think of? Strip clubs, obviously. But have you ever actually seen some of these artists' work?
Yeah.
It's an amazing muscular sport. It really is.
Well, I
I
guess.
don't even know why I'm bothering even to say this with you.
Oh
Shut
my
up, Tony.
gosh.
Oh, God.
You're not helping.
How can anyway? I mean, there's enough. Well, I guess pole dancing would go on in every country, but that's okay. So would that be a new gymnastic sport then?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I might-
Yeah.
should help.
might tune
Should
in.
help ratings. Should
Yeah,
help
I
ratings.
definitely watch Olympics.
Well, I haven't watched Olympics in a while, but pole dancing, I'm in. So
I don't think it's going to be the pole dancing quite what you're expecting. I'll be honest
yeah,
with you.
That's
Yeah,
what they
well.
all say.
yeah, yeah. We can always imagine. Wow.
Oh, God.
I should never have brought it up. I regret bringing it up now.
We thought it was
really
safe
regret
because
bringing
Big
it
up.
Dog's not here.
Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, I haven't heard that. If you're serious about that, I have not read anything
Yeah,
about it.
I'm deadly serious.
For what year?
They haven't decided on the year. I thought originally when this topic first got brought up, I thought they were looking for this summer, but it'll probably be next Olympics. And no, I don't mean winter.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'd be too late for this Olympics. If it's this year,
Oh,
they
yeah.
have to wait another 4 years for it. So yeah, that's an interesting concept, though. It's okay.
Hey,
I guess anything can be a sport.
Almighty, I got some bad baseball news for you.
What's that?
This just came in, rotowire.com. Shane Bieber will undergo season-ending Tommy John
Jesus!
surgery.
What? Oh my
Yeah,
God!
That's horrible.
Every year.
Yeah.
Every year he gets something.
And he was doing great.
He was. Well, I hope Detroit enjoys their championship. You know.
Yeah, we're just. Oh man, that's horrible news.
Yeah, because if we can't find anybody to take his place,
he's one of the better baseball pitchers in baseball. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, he's one of our top guys. I mean, and the thing is, you just talked about us having great pitching. Now, well, who knows what it is now? But
yeah, I better just keep my mouth shut.
See what you do? That's your fault.
It is my fault. I was actually giving Cleveland a compliment.
He gives a compliment. It turns out to be a curse. It's like,
right?
Shut up. I mean, come on. Hey, next time, say the Tribe has bad pitching. That way, we sign. We get a stud from our farm system that is crap. Oh my God! Well, that is a tough blow. So season ending, huh? That sucks even more.
Yep. Yeah, it's 9 to 12 months of recovery.
Jeez. Gosh.
Yeah.
That is well.
I'm shocked. I didn't even know he was injured or hurt.
I didn't either. I mean, I guess we will see how the season pans out. Sometimes they can find somebody in the farm. Well, we'll find out. Or maybe they'll, I don't know, trade for somebody. Who knows?
Said he battled through pain pitching against Oakland and Seattle. But he was dominant. And let's see, the 12 innings he's pitched these 2 season starts. Striking out 20 batters. He struck out 20 batters in 12 innings this year.
Well, so much for his all-star season.
Yeah, he'll miss the start of 2025 season, it says as well. So,
yeah, well,
that's too bad.
Oh, jeez, and that's bad. Not just for the Indians, but just for the man who was, like you were saying. But when pitching with that pain, though, that had to have been tough. So he did man up and try to pitch through it. So that's
and he was dominant.
Yeah. So, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I know it's just one pitcher in the rotation, but that's all it can take. But if he's your guy, and you hope that well, we'll see. Can't give up yet, but still, it sucks ass. So.
There's been a lot of injuries in baseball this year. A lot of them.
Yeah. Oh, well, but that means I guess we'll see a lot of teams with a lot of injuries. Well, keep everybody competitive then. Everybody's on IR.
I mean, maybe this gives somebody a break in your farm system.
Yeah. And since they've depleted got rid of a lot of their farm system teams, who knows where they're going to get players.
That's true. I like the starting pitcher of yours, Logan Allen. He's a young pitcher. He looks to be really up and coming.
Well, he better be now.
Yeah.
Now the pressure's on that man.
He's 2-0 this year.
Yeah.
He's only allowed 4 hits and 3 walks and 6.5 scoreless innings, 6.2 scoreless innings.
So he's all right. There we go.
So yeah, you still got good pitching. You're all right.
Yeah, but we can't let him. It can't be a domino effect either.
Right.
Now you mentioned that pitcher. God, would you shut up? If he gets injured, I'm going to blame you for this one.
God help not.
No, because he put it out in the air.
Right.
So you better not tell me when you're coming to Cleveland to watch the game, because I'll hunt you down now.
Almighty's catching on to.
It's like, hey, you better.
I'm putting the
better
voodoo
now.
hex.
I'm reaching Cleveland. I'll throw you in the lake. Jeez.
I'll make sure my Tigers win the division one way or another.
Yeah.
Oh, too funny.
So, did you hear about? And I don't. Since I lost don't have my computer. I may have my phone, but I don't have my stuff up. About the colleges doing a super league.
A super league.
A super league. There are college like personnel, executives. The NFL's involved. They want to make everything even, or a team's record determines if you go to the playoffs, not some kind of ranking system. They have finally decided that the NCAA is no longer relevant, and it's taken them 20 years to figure that out. But they don't. But they're pushing for it. Where they have different divisions, and it's a whole new process. And I'm sure if you put in Super League or something, it'll pop up for you. And it sounds, I don't know if it'll happen or not, but there are important people involved.
Wow.
And it seems like a whole new way of doing business. And I think I had the article right there, but anyway, it got my monitor stopped working, so I'm on my phone right now instead of having stuff in front of me. I'm trying to go from memory, and that doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard nothing about it. That's crazy.
No, it is, but I don't know if or when it'll be implemented. But there's rumblings out there, so. But I never did like. That's one of the things I didn't like about college was the ranking system or whatever
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense to me. Like they were talking about a team that finished 12-2 or whatever last year and didn't make it because they lost to a better team or whatever, and they didn't make the playoffs. And it's always been that way. Even when they had bowls, just had bowls. They're not going to make it because they lost the one game to a tougher team, so they got eliminated. It's like, who cares? But we'll see. I mean, who knows? It's probably early stages if it happens.
Yeah. No, it looks interesting.
But the way that
it's reported in the Athletic. If anybody wants to read about it, there's an article.
Yeah, that's right. It was in the Athletic, and then other people were picking it up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're reporting from the Athletic.
Yeah, looks very interesting. Huh.
But you got to be careful if you go to the Athletic, because then they want you to subscribe for $2 for a month or so, and then
oh, I know.
You got to find.
Like
then you got to find the outside source.
Yeah.
So,
hey, question for you. Have you guys heard what's going on with the lawsuit against the Cardinals for defamation?
No.
Yeah, I'd heard about this briefly before, and I just came across the article again. Terry McDowell, who is an NFL operator, as the team's vice president, is actually suing. He and his family are suing the team over $3 million for defamation because he said that he was abusive to his wife and his child. I guess is a special needs kid.
Oh. So what?
So I was just wondering if anybody had.
What team is this?
Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals.
Which one?
How many Arizona Cardinals are there?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
No, I have not heard that at all.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you guys had heard anything or what your thoughts were on it. So, because they're suing him for defamation, negligence, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. It said the team's crisis communications firm, Counterpoint Strategies, and its owner, Jim McCarthy, the team's attorney, and its law firm are also being sued.
Jeez.
It says that the defendants each brought ruin to the McDowell family for no purpose other than to divert attention from the fact that Bidwell terminated Terry for refusing Bidwell's order to use burner phones to get around a suspension of the team's general manager.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it'd be interesting to see how that plays out.
if there's a Bidwell involved. So
There is a Bidwell involved. I just told you that.
I know that's what I'm saying. I know that. I know you told me that. I'm just saying if there's a Bidwell involved, well then it kind of, sounds right. That's what I meant. I know you said it. That's why. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's crazy. I don't know. All kinds of bad stuff happening. So. But we still can't wait to the regular season.
Nope. And I thought Big Dog was going to be back a long time ago.
Yeah, he said 5 minutes.
Yeah, because usually he talks while he's driving.
Yeah, because I'm thinking it's about 15 minutes till 9, unless there's got a whole lot of more interesting stuff. Just call it like at 9.
Yeah, because you're right. Usually he hops in the car and we see him, driving. But
yeah,
I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's not like him. So make sure he's not dead in the hallway or something.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, I'm morbid. Okay.
Oh boy. How's speaking of morbid, how's Roger doing? Do we know? Or?
Stressed, but I think he's okay. He showed up on one of the other programs as a co-host Thursday.
Yeah, I watched. I think it's Twitch. I watched it last night.
Yeah, Travel It. Yeah, Travel It. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And I was so mad because it was one of the ones that I wanted to be in the chat room for. So I'm normally in on a lot of Dan stuff. And no, I got sidetracked talking to somebody else that we all know, love, and hate. I look down and go, Michael, I was supposed to be on an hour ago. So.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it live either, but I watched it real late last night. So.
Yeah. They always have such good stuff on that show. I really enjoy it.
It was a good show, and he was looking good. So I figured he's
hopefully he'll be on with us tonight because we're doing the first 2 episodes of Discovery tonight. So hopefully he'll be with us. 6 o'clock.
6
Pacific time.
9 my time. Okay.
Yeah.
During the Final Four. Shoot.
Oh, darn. Roger or Final Four? Roger.
I choose Roger over Final Four. I choose Roger over anything. Roger's the man.
Oh yeah, me too. I miss him.
Yeah,
it seems to be the only thing that keeps this crazy group of people on an even keel.
Absolutely.
So, and then Sunday night, if you're not doing anything, do you like Star Wars at all?
I love Star Wars.
We're doing 8, 9, 10, and 11 of Bad Batch.
8, 9, 10, 11 of what?
The Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch?
Yeah, it's
must not be one of the movies.
Animated.
Oh, animated.
No, it's not one of the movies.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, it's
one
of the anime ones.
I'm no anime girl. I don't. Yeah, I'm bad with animation. I don't know any animation.
This one is so realistic you forget you're watching. Believe me, it's like you're looking at it thinking it's real.
Okay,
it helps with a lot of. It helps with a lot of the tie-in to the movies.
What's its like? Is it on a streaming service?
Yeah, it's on Disney.
Okay, I was gonna figure it's something I didn't have. Okay, because I never came across it.
All Star Wars, I believe, is on Disney.
Yep.
I hate that. Yeah, because I don't have Disney. I wanted to see what was the big one with Boba Fett or something. The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mandalorian?
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
That one was.
I heard that was great.
Oh my God, you'll
I
love
know.
it. It is absolutely great. Oh yeah, you got to find a way to do it.
I know.
Even if you just pay a subscription for like 1 month
I
and then
know.
just binge them.
I like to binge anyway. Yeah.
Because I think The Mandalorian, there's only 3 seasons.
Oh wow, that's it. Okay. No, I still haven't seen Game of Thrones, so I'm bad with shows.
Oh, you're really bad.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Game of Thrones, then I
Nope.
know you haven't seen House of Dragons.
Nope. I don't do shows. I just don't have the time to devote to them. Give me a 2 or 3 hour movie, fine, but a show, oh. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Those are
home
my
cooked
brain.
enough.
They're my brain stress relievers after everything else that I do during the day. It's
I'm
like,
home
okay,
like 7 hours a day, and 6 of that's sleeping. So
sleeping.
So there's you're getting tired of hearing about them trying to do a supernatural season 16.
I am too.
Either
I'm sorry.
Either do it or shut up. I mean,
Yeah, no, I agree.
but
I totally agree. So
I mean, it sucks because they're all coming. Well, some of them are coming to Columbus for a convention. So I don't know. I can't remember if any of the brothers are coming. I can't remember. But most of the cast would be there. But maybe one. I think it's just Ackles that's going to show up. And then
he's gonna pop into all sorts of things.
Plus Misha and plus everybody else except for Padalecki. He wasn't going to show up. So. But they keep talking about it.
Did you hear?
Did you hear what?
No, seriously though. Did you hear that there is a very, very, very good chance that Jensen will be popping in at least a little bit on Dead City? Walking Dead.
No, I didn't.
Dead City.
No. Well, why not?
Yeah, that may be perfect because JDM is the main thing, and of course, that was his father on the show, so it makes a real,
yeah,
kind of neat. And then of course you have the actress who plays Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie. All 3 of them are supernatural. So,
well, look how many of them are on The Boys. Because
more growing every day.
Yeah, it just keeps growing.
I heard Jensen. I was gonna say I heard Jared's gonna pop over for a bit.
Well, he said that if that was to happen, he wants to be given enough time to pump up. So he wants to be able to pump iron before he does any of that crap. Because then in some interview, you click those clickbait bullshit, and it's like, you said this. So, but he actually said it in an interview. He said, well, I would, but I want to have time to pump up, get into, fighting shit.
Here, I have a message that came in at 8:47 from Big Dog. I've been in the damn queue for the last 30 minutes.
Huh?
Yeah, Big Dog. I guess he's saying something about the fact that he has been in the queue for like 30 minutes.
Let's see.
Why can't he get in?
Because where is he? Oh my God. I might not be able to.
Because you're on your phone?
He's not on my phone. He must have let you in because.
No, as far as letting me in, yeah. Because it was just him and I, and then you popped in on the same thing.
Well, I thought he could let himself in, can't he? I thought he could let himself in.
I don't know. I don't have access to all that stuff. That's secret stuff.
He started. I'm just saying he started shows by himself. I don't. Let's see. This is. I don't know why I. Oh, come on. Where is he?
At least we know he's alive.
Yeah, That's true.
Yeah.
Not crashed on the side of the road or something. Yeah.
Mm. Oh wow. I cannot. I'm on my cell phone, so I don't know, and I don't see him in the queue.
Yeah, I don't.
Huh.
Even-
I mean,
Okay. Here's a message. Here's a message from him. I've been waiting to be brought onto the show for almost an hour. I just gave up about 5 minutes ago. Apparently, he's
I
commented 3 times to bring him in. No one noticed.
oh, no one's noticed since
Shame on
then,
you.
huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I can't see anything of that.
Well, I
So,
can't see him. I
yep.
can't see him either. Sad story.
Okay, I could see his messages, but I can't. I don't know how.
Well, you can see his messages
Now I am. Yeah, I see.
under chat or in the other thing.
Under comments, you got. Oh, let's see.
Oh,
I go to private chat, nothing pops up. I go to comments, and he's in there.
okay.
Well, I'm just.
Because
all
yeah,
I know
I can't see anything pop up.
is,
See if I don't. Know.
The technical difficulties of another Saturday morning.
I'm just saying I'm on my phone, so I can't. I don't see anything except for our screen. The ones that are on live action. But what I don't understand is that he was already on when I got here, so I just thought he could just bring his butt in here, but I guess
I
not.
don't know how that goes, right?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, if I would
That's something we can figure out.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, good point. When we do get ready to leave, Richard, can you log out everything
Yeah,
and actually shut down the program with your phone?
but yeah, I see the button right there where it says end. So
Okay, so we're good with that. Because I know there's been
Yeah.
a couple of times where it's like, who's going to end the program? The person supposed to end the
No.
program is gone.
it's
So as
right
long as
there.
you can do it, we're good.
I see the button. Well, see, I'm admin on my phone, but I can't see. There's some stuff I can't F and see. So sorry. I'm sorry, big dog. I didn't. The phone has, my phone limits me and all kinds of crap, but that's neither here
Hey,
nor
you know
there.
what? Stuff happens, especially, with the phone and different issues going on. It's not something we can't overcome.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think that was for big dog. I just thought he could let himself in. I mean, I thought he was trained pretty well potty trained.
I was going to say the same thing. But yeah, considering it's like 2 minutes to 9, and I think we're probably done with all the sports stuff. We just wanted to.
Well, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, we covered everything that we could think of. I mean, it's not much going on. Well, I mean, we didn't talk much about Matt. Well, that doesn't matter. But you're right. We did throw in some stuff there. Here's Big Dog. I've been waiting to be anime girl. So, well, yeah. But no, I have access to that. I just don't have access to Big Dog. I can't. Yeah. I couldn't sniff his butt and let him in. So.
Hey. So, anyways, I think the only thing we didn't go over with, and I had the screen pulled up about 10 minutes ago, and now I don't have it, was just all the standings, because last week we only had, I think, 9 teams play. This week, I think everybody was playing.
Sport? Yeah, what are we talking about?
Baseball. It's the only sport in existence right now.
Well, I had the standings up too on my computer before that.
Hockey's not in existence?
What was that? Oh, well, okay.
Basketball?
No,
yeah. You're right.
I'm not saying it's not, but my 2 big things in my life, don't get me wrong, I do like watching an occasional game, and I love watching hockey matches, but in my life, It's football or baseball. That's what my
I'm
world
with you.
revolves around.
Yeah, those are my two babies for sure.
Yeah. Well, I had stuff. I had like before everything went to college. I had my baseball standings up and stuff like that. But you're right, because we're getting ready for the playoffs for both hockey and the basketball. So,
Right.
Yeah.
and every year we talk about we're going to do hockey this year, but we never do.
Oh, I know.
So, you know, and usually Big Dog covers some kind of basketball every week.
Yeah.
But
He's our basketball expert.
Yeah, and I was waiting. There was a couple stories I was going to shoot with him that we were discussing last weekend, but I will hold off till he comes back for the following. So it has to do with some women's basketball stuff going on, and especially actually some college basketball, some women's college basketball. So
yeah. Well, okay. There's always seen. I don't know. That's too bad. Is it good or bad? I don't even. I just
no, it was good news. It was something that he predicted, but it kind of came out a little bit different. He had predicted a certain young lady was really gonna push forward with that. Yeah, well, it turns out actually she was rooting for another team member who actually did take it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the one that's going to be going pro here pretty soon.
Yeah, she's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, we don't really cover much of women's basketball either.
So, anyways, I mean, if we wanted to.
Oh, no, because Almighty is also an administrator.
I think he was answering to Aisha.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see. Yeah. What, the show that never ends if none of us are an administrator? Yeah. The show, we'd be here. Oh my gosh, we're still doing this 2 years later. Oh my gosh. You would think that if we all logged out, the streamer would know that no one's there and stop.
Yeah. You think it would. You think it would.
It's like watching the old static on the TV when it would go. You know. Yeah, look, it's still good. The static is still there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. So anyway, so are we about done then? Anything else that we want to get to?
I'm good.
I would think we're about done.
Yeah, okay. Well, anything that we missed, we can pick up next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Any last words?
Same bat crazy people.
That's not a word. What about you, Philly? Give us some words of wisdom.
Tune in for WrestleMania. Tune in for the March Madness tonight. Tune in for your favorite baseball team or hockey or basketball. Got a lot going on tonight in sports.
That's right. That's true. And for a lot that's going on, we don't cover a lot of it.
We're all experts in different parts, different fields of sports.
Yeah, we should. But anyway, all right, well, we're going out of here. Everybody have a safe week and enjoy the other shows on NDB Media. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for all of them for your entertainment needs. So we'll see you later on the other side. Good day.
Peace.
Bye.